What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Blazers Uprise post-game show. The Blazers got a very important win in Portland tonight. They beat the Sacramento Kings by a score of 127 to 116. This was a tough game. Sacramento kept it close. They were without three very important players for them. They were without De'Aaron Fox, Marvin Bagley, as well as Bogdan Bogdanovic, who is a known Blazers killer. But they had Richaun Holmes going off, setting a career high. They had Buddy Hield getting hot in the first half. But the Kings went cold down the stretch. The Blazers pulled away. It seemed like the Blazers were just kind of waiting for their chance to strike, and they struck in the second half. Ended up dropping a 127-point game on the Kings, which might be the Blazers' best scoring game all season long. I'm not entirely sure on that one. You guys can double check that for me, but lots of very good performances by the Blazers tonight. There was some poor defensive possessions. That's why the Kings kept it close, as the defensive side of the ball was a bit of a problem area for the Portland Trail Blazers, but offensively, they were hitting shots, they were making solid passes. There were stretches where the Blazers ended up kind of resorting back to some isolation and hero ball, but it was working for CJ McCollum. He had a very good game. Let me look up the box score here so I can actually read the stats off correctly. But CJ was able to bail out our offense when the ball wasn't really moving all that well, and his shot making really helped us out. The delay on here seems like it's a bit much, so let me make sure this is all good to go. I might have to live for you guys, but seems like there's more delay. The delay is kind of random on the post-game shows, so I'm going to have to double check that. All right, and we'll get on Eric in a second. I'm just trying to make sure this delay is good. And then there's, the audio and the webcam aren't always synced up, and sometimes I have to try. All right, hopefully this is good. Hopefully this is All right, it looks pretty good. I'm going to call Eric. I'm going to get Eric in here, and then we can break down this game for you guys, and we can have a nice... Alrighty. I'm going to call... It's going to lag a little bit. I'm going to switch back to the cover right there, and I'm going to call Eric. Yeah, the audio is cutting in and out because I keep playing it out loud on my phone, so I'm muting my mic. That's why I was cutting in and out. Troubleshooting live, but once I get Eric in here, we'll be good to go, set for takeoff on this post-game show. All right, we got Eric Brandt here with us on the post-game show, as usual. So, Eric, give me your thoughts on the game tonight, and we can get into some of these topics.
Happy to get a win once again. 4-1 since Dame came back from the back spasms, which is nice. The defense obviously was terrible tonight. Offense was pretty shaky. It's weird to say that when we scored 127 points or whatever it was, but that's what happens when ISO players are on fire and hit a bunch of shots.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best brand of basketball, But I don't know. It
was
wasn't
a
the best
weird
brand
game.
of yeah, it was a weird game because it wasn't the best brand of basketball, but they did put points on the board and they still hit shots. Part of that was CJ scoring out of isolation. He was scoring well out of isolation, and that's what CJ is really, really good for. When the offense needs somebody to create something out of nothing, and he's hitting shots, he's one of the best in the league at creating something out of nothing when he's hot. So when he has games like tonight, we can get away with not playing a great brand of offense, and we can still have big scoring outings. It helps when Kent Bazemore hits shots. Finally, he hit some shots. It helps when Hassan Whiteside is the second best passer on our team tonight. He had a career high 7 assists. It helps when Melo is efficient, Dame was efficient. You know what I mean? Like, guys made shots, even though a lot of the shots they were getting were some tough shots, some contested jump shots, shots that they have a history of not really hitting, but tonight they went in. So offensively, would have liked to see him move the ball a little bit more, but I really liked seeing some of Hassan Whiteside's passes, man. He looked like Nurkic out there.
Yeah, he had those backdoor, and that's what we've been calling for. Just cut to the basket more, and it's worked almost every time we've done it this year. And I don't know why we don't do it more. But yeah, it's a pretty easy pass when you get the ball at the top of the key and someone's wide open on a backdoor cut, and you just throw a nice bounce pass right in their lap. So
CJ did a really good job of that too, because he was hitting those jump shots off pick and roll. He was knocking them down. So the Sacramento Kings, you could tell they were on their toes. They were rushing out to CJ on the 3-point line. CJ used that to his advantage. He pump faked some of those jump shots, gave it up to Whiteside, and immediately cut, and Whiteside found him, and he was getting some good shots around the rim because of that. There was multiple possessions like that. So props to CJ. That's the play you got to make. If you're Damian Lillard, if you're CJ McCollum, and you're having a hot shooting night, if you're getting these threes to fall, once they take that away, pump fake, get them to come all the way out on you, then give it up and cut. That's the thing. If you pump fake, get a defender in the air, and then pass the ball, you can start cutting before that defender even lands. He can't keep up with them. You just need a big that's able to deliver that ball, and that's the second part of it. Hassan Whiteside was delivering.
yeah, and so we've talked a lot in the post-game shows about like commenters who just say, "Oh, they're getting good shots, they're just not making them," right? So there was a play. It was like either the second or third possession of the game where Melo. I think it was Melo, drove to the middle of the key. He could have taken a shot, but he kicked to Hood in the corner, who also could have taken a shot, who kicked out to CJ for a wide open 3, no one around him, and he missed it. But that's an example of passing the ball to get a good shot, and it just didn't fall, right?
Exactly. No issues with that possession at all. Good shooter who's shooting well, who gets a wide open 3-point shot, and it's off of good ball movement. If CJ gets a wide open shot without ball movement, that's still a great shot to take. That's still a shot he needs to take. You know what I mean? But when you're analyzing the brand of basketball they're playing, the style of offense, you can't really analyze it by made and missed shots. You have to watch possession by possession. Are they moving the ball? Sometimes they'll move the ball and won't hit shots, but a lot of people tend to just focus on the result there and say, oh, the ball movement was fine, they just missed shots. Sometimes that's not always the case, but that play that you're talking about is a perfect example of something that would make sense to say, because there is some possessions where they missed shots tonight off of good ball movement. It honestly seemed like they hit more tough jump shots, more contested jump shots out of isolation, out of one-on-one moves, than jump shots off of good ball movement tonight.
Right, and that's something that we've always talked about. They have the ability to hit those shots, so it's cool when they do hit them. It's just not the best for winning a championship and for the team long term, because if a guy like CJ or Dame or Carmelo, I mean, they all shot above 50% tonight. But if they're not hitting those shots, then our offense is just crap,
Yeah, exactly. So Dwayne Colvin, is that how you say your name, or is it Dwayne without the A or something? Yeah, Panda Express, the ranch chicken was trash tonight. I'm just going to respond to a couple comments and then we can get back into this. Nico says Bleacher Report shared a rumor of Crowder and Iguodala for Bazemore, Hazonia, and a draft pick. Opinion: I wouldn't trade a draft pick for Crowder or Iguodala. And is that a rumor or a trade suggestion? Because there's a difference. Let me know. Let me know if that's like a legit rumor or a trade suggestion. I feel like anything on Bleacher Report is a trade suggestion, or otherwise we would have heard of it. So, yeah, I mean, we've talked a little bit about Hassan Whiteside. He almost realized that dream of having a triple-double with assists, man. His stat line was 22 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists. He had 3 blocks as well, 2 turnovers. So that's a very, very good stat line from Hassan Whiteside. 8 for 10 from the field, 80%. That's a Nurkic-type production right there.
And I don't understand, because this happens with Nurkic too, where when those backdoor plays and when Nurk is getting tons of assists, then we just don't go to him for like a quarter, you know?
Yeah.
A little while into the fourth quarter when the game was still kind of tight, I was really wanting them to play through Whiteside to see if he could continue making plays and stuff. And but we just tend to go back into one-on-one mode. But like tonight we made the shot, so you can't really complain, I guess, too much.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a guy who I think needs to get at least 10 shots a game because he's really our only consistent inside scorer on the entire team. Scalabissiere tonight played 14 minutes, didn't shoot a shot. So I think we need to feed Whiteside just to put pressure on the defense, you know. It opens up the pick and roll a little bit more when you have guys that are able to hit Whiteside on the roll. When you have guys like Dame who's able to make that pocket pass, that keeps the defense honest a little bit. And if Whiteside can finish those plays, that helps in that regard even more. That's the thing. He helped everywhere. He helped everywhere tonight, man.
It drives me crazy because he scored the first 2 plays of the game, you know.
Yeah.
And I just want to keep feeding him in those situations, you know, like just because he was 8 for 10 tonight. Like you might as well let him shoot till he misses. I mean, that's 80% shooting. I mean, you're not going to get too many bad shots with him. Occasionally, when he posts up for too long, he takes some bad shots, but all of his shots pretty much tonight were like on the move or, you know, catch and shoot type situations where he's not going to miss many of those shots. So like just keep getting the ball. And it's the same thing we've been saying about Hood when he's hot too. There just needs to be a better way of finding them chances. Once again, I'm complaining about the offense when we scored 127 points, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think they played a bad brand of basketball. I just wouldn't say they played like the brand of basketball they played against OKC or Chicago that first game. You know, but that's just kind of like nitpicking. Overall, like players played well. Like individually, a lot of players played well. You can look at things from the individual standpoint or from a, you know, how they functioned as a team standpoint, and those don't necessarily always line up because I think individually they played a lot better than they did like in terms of their style play, if that makes sense. But that's nitpicking. The thing is with Whiteside too is he's not a guy who, if he gets the ball inside, you can just hack him and rely on that. Because he's been so much more efficient from the free throw line this year. He shot 6 for 8 tonight. He's been in the upper 70s. He's had a major improvement this season. Last season, he shot 45% from the free throw line, if I recall correctly.
Something like that, yeah.
And now he's shooting 75, 77%, yeah. Something like that. 30% improvement. That's huge because in the past, Whiteside would get the ball down low off the pick and roll, and guys would just foul him, send him to the free throw line because he was such a bad free throw shooter. Now they don't have that security blanket, so they have to guard him. Honestly, they have to guard him straight up, which is why he needs to be fed like he was tonight. Would like to see him maybe even get more than 10 shots, but when he's 8 for 10, that's nice to have. That's the thing, man. He got so much heat at the start of the season. I hear it starting to die down. I don't know why fans were so hard on him.
He's been great the last 5 or 6 games. I mean, he's putting up monster numbers. I mean, if Nurk if Nurk was putting up these exact same games, we'd be going crazy right now for how good Nurk is.
Think about that for all you guys that are hating on Whiteside. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, I feel like some Blazer fans latched onto the narrative that Heat fans gave them, even though it doesn't really apply. Even though Heat fans were just salty, like. They're saying, oh, his stats don't impact the game. I've heard that argument. He had a huge impact on the game tonight. He had a huge impact on the game. In terms of his defense, he was our best player on the boards. He was making really, really good passes to CJ, opening up our offense a bit because of his passing, getting guys good shots. Like, he was good in every facet of the game tonight. So that's the thing is I'm tired of seeing the Whiteside slander. Luckily it's starting to die down, but I'm tired of hearing Blazer fans just try and like search for things to nitpick Hassan Whiteside about. It's what Heat fans should be doing, you know what I mean? Because they're salty. They're the only ones that should be doing that.
And real quick, shout out to Josh Christensen, who's probably wasted by now. He was playing the When Tori Says brand of basketball drinking game, and you've said it like 10 times. So, like, he's probably drunk under the table by now.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
Style basketball, brand of basketball, it's very important for this team. You know what I mean? So have fun getting wasted.
I just thought that was
You're
funny.
welcome. Enjoy your night. Should have saved it for Friday against the Lakers. But yeah, I mean, style basketball is important when it comes to this team. But who's the next guy you want to talk about? Because we talked about CJ, we talked about Hassan. There's more performances to go over.
Real quick, let's just address Damian Lillard. I saw some fans tonight basically saying that they demand more out of a superstar, that he needs to be more aggressive.
Was it just the one guy that, like, I know who you're talking about. Was it just that one guy, or was it more than that?
It was a couple guys on Twitter too.
God, man.
But yeah. So I did the math, and Dame was so since he came back from his back spasms, he's let me just get these exact numbers. Well, first of all, they're 4-1 in those 5 games. I know the competition hasn't been great, but still not going to complain about that. He's averaging over 8 assists per game in that time. And he's now, after tonight, shooting 17 of 39, which is 43.6% from 3 in those 5 games. So, like, I don't know. Like, this is great for Damian. You don't want him to have to win games single-handedly by taking over all the time. Like, that run we went on right before the Pelicans series, where not the very end of the season, but I think right before that we won like 12 games in a row or something. And Dame had to like take over in Phoenix and in LA against crappy teams and like go berserk in the fourth quarters to win those games, you know? Like, that isn't good winning basketball. You want to have the ability to do stuff like that, but if Dame never has to do that and we win games, like, that's great for him, I think.
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, it's just people nitpicking like that. I've never seen Blazers fans nitpick, and it's not everybody. Okay, so like, if you don't do this, like, don't feel like I'm talking to you. But there's a section of Blazer fans. I haven't seen so many Blazer fans like nitpick little things when it comes to Hassan, and like, people are complaining about Dame on a night where he has 24 points and 9 assists. Okay, 24 points, 9 assists, played solid defense.
I think he got to 10, didn't he?
He might have gotten to 10.
He got a 10th one, yeah.
And I thought his defense was pretty solid, even though the team struggled. Some of it was just Sacremento hitting shots in the first half, and then Rashawn Holmes and going off a bit. But like, I thought Dame played solid defense, distributed the ball beautifully, was efficient. Like, 24 points is still a good scoring clip, especially when it's only on 12 shots. Like, that's a really good game. And people get, I don't know, it's like people want to see him go 15 for 35 instead of 7 for 12, even if just because it means, okay, he's being aggressive. I don't understand like the nitpicking of Dame's game, because I thought he played a beautiful game tonight. He didn't force really anything, and the shots that you could say, okay, maybe he forced, went in. You know what I mean? Like a couple step back threes, which like if they're going in, like I'm fine with that shot.
The only nitpicking I'll listen to is at least once the last few games he's gotten caught in the air and thrown a dumb pass.
Yeah, I mean, like he's not perfect.
So he just has to stop getting in the air to make passes, and Simons does the same thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like if he just cuts that out, I mean, yeah, he had 4 turnovers tonight, but yeah, I like it when he just manages the game and doesn't try to do too much, and it gets the other people involved. And this is kind of our point with CJ a lot is. CJ had it going tonight, and he let CJ do his thing. He wasn't concerned about getting his,
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, he does get his. So he doesn't have to force anything.
And he set guys up.
He let his teammates succeed,
Yeah, I mean, it was Bahan just like letting him succeed. He helped set him up. He helped get guys going. He fed his son. He had a couple passes to Carmelo, who had an efficient night. Like I don't know. Dame played. Like literally, like we saw Russell Westbrook in the playoffs last season, right? He played the opposite type of game that Russell Westbrook plays. It just like in terms of the way he approached this game and the way he's kind of been playing lately, it's like people just get so caught up in wanting him to be an MVP candidate and average 30 points per game that 24 and 10 on efficient shooting isn't superstar enough for them. It's ridiculous, man. People need to quit nitpicking Dame. He played a great game tonight. Just because he didn't have 30 points doesn't mean he didn't have a great game. It's just uneducated to complain about Dame in a game like this.
Austin Wack asks if the game felt close. Yeah, it kind of felt close. It was close. We took an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter, and then we kind of blew it. And then, but it never seemed to doubt after that. But yeah, it was. We struggled for much of the game. Yeah. Every time we hit a couple of threes, they would hit a three or get an offensive rebound put back or something, and it just stuck around the whole game. And we've had trouble with that the whole year. Outside of a couple of games against Chicago and OKC, or I guess just one of the Chicago games because the other one was close. But we seem to get up, 6 to 10 points, and then we let the team right back in it. We can never just put our foot on the gas. Like I said, I shouldn't say never because there was those 2 games, but it seems like teams just hit a big three whenever we go on a little mini run.
Yeah, I mean. That's the thing. Like, kind of gotta give props to Sacramento. They made timely shots. They played hard. Richaun Holmes played amazing. He had 28 points tonight, I think. Okay, let me just talk about Richaun Holmes for a second since I'm on him. That dude is so underrated. That dude is one of the most underrated players in the league. I feel like people don't really know who he is. I don't know why they gave Dwayne Dedmon the contract they did, because Richaun Holmes is a better player and making like 3 times less money than Dwayne Dedmon. Like, he had 28 points in 33 minutes tonight, 28 and 10 on 11 for 14 shooting. The game before this, he had 20 points in 33 minutes on 9 for 12 shooting and 9 rebounds. Game before that, he was 6 for 9 shooting, 13 and 10. Let me look at his per game stats. He's getting 11.5 points per game, 8 rebounds, right? But he's only playing 27 minutes per game. His per 36 numbers, he's getting 15 points per game, 11 rebounds, and he's also getting 2 blocks per 36. Like, he's a good defender. Like, Richaun Holmes is very, very underrated in my opinion. Advanced analytics love him as a player. So, like, him going off, career high, I get, you don't want to give up career highs as often as we seem to do. But that dude's a good player. Okay, that dude's a good player. He'd be great as a backup center for us. I wish we had him on our team because he's an energy guy too. He's good. So we gave up a career high to him, but it's not something to be ashamed of. That dude is playing well lately, and his energy was contagious for their team. I felt like too, and he got them second chance opportunities. He really helped them out tonight. Other than that, you had Bielitsa shot solidly. He's a guy who always seems to do well against us. Buddy Hield didn't shoot well. 8 for 24, but dropped 23. Yogi Ferrell was 5 for 7. He shot well. He had some tough shots. They didn't shoot all that efficiently. I'm trying to see. They didn't shoot all that efficiently, but the offensive rebounders, man, they had 13 offensive rebounds. Rashawn Holmes had 5 of them. So that's why they were able to put up 116 points. That's it right there.
And if the Blazers shoot over 33s and make half of them, they're pretty tough to beat.
32 threes, 16 for 32. Very efficient night. The thing is, we kind of needed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if we didn't hit shots, this would be a game where we're probably complaining about stats. Probably complaining about the style of offense we played. It's just kind of like one of those things where, like, okay, we hit shots and there was enough ball movement where I don't think we necessarily played a bad game and we made shots. So I don't know. This was an important game to win, though. This was an important game to win. I was worried there down the stretch because it just seemed like we couldn't create separation.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like there was like a wall at like 6 points for a while.
Yeah, but you just got to grind out those wins. Even when they were struggling, if they would have just pulled out some of those close games like this one was, we'd be in a lot better position right now. But this 4-game homestand, so we're 1-0. We got to get to at least 3-1, I think, which would be huge if we could beat the Lakers on Friday.
Yeah, I mean that would be huge. That would be beyond huge. Like, that would be such a... Because the next 2 games after that are games we should win, too. Are games that I think we'll win. So if we beat the Lakers, we should realistically be looking at being 12-13 after this homestand. Like, we'd probably be in playoff position if we were 12-13. We'd probably have the 8th seed at least. Because I think Phoenix is like 9-11 right now or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But we probably lose this game without Carmelo Anthony, though, which is the last player... or we should talk about Kent Bazemore after this a little bit because he had a solid game tonight. But Carmelo Anthony, 8 for 16 shooting. 2 of those misses came off that possession where he got 2 offensive rebounds and finished the 3rd shot. All right, so I look at it as him being 8 for 14. You know what I mean? Since 2 of those shots ended up with him following up and resulting in a make. You know what I mean? So it's like he was 8 for 14 in terms of the effect he had, if that makes sense. Efficient night. 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Like, he's been efficient, man. He's been much more efficient than I thought he'd be.
Yeah, I'm never going to complain if Melo shoots 50% or better from the field. I do think the last 2 games now, he's gone a little too, like, I think the Western Conference Player of the Week might have gotten him back into, okay, I still got it. I'm going to take over these games. I can score in anyone mode. And the ball hasn't been moving as crisp as it was earlier. So I'm hoping that's just he notices that and picks back up on it.
I don't think it's been that bad though. I don't think it's been like tonight. He made some quick moves. He made some quick passes. You know, there's possessions where he ISO'd and no passes and shot a tough contested too. I mean, like, he has his moments, but overall, I think it was still solid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, if he's shooting over 50%, it's not a bad shot there, I guess, right? If you're hit, even if it's long twos with a guy in your face, if you're hitting 50%, that's going to win you most games if you can be consistent with it. But yeah, I think it's just I don't like the situations where he's not getting a clear mismatch. Like, if Harrison Barnes or someone is guarding him, that's not as good of a matchup as like when he switched and had Yogi Ferrell on him or someone, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest thing for me though is that he's making an effort to fit in and play a good style of basketball. Yeah. I think there was a quote or something where he told, like, I don't know exactly what the quote is. I'm gonna try and paraphrase it here. I may be wrong, but it was something about how he didn't want guys to like feel the need to try and fit around him at all. He like really wanted to like come in and fit fit what the team needed and play the style of basketball that the team needed. Whatever that guy's name is, I forgot, but he can take another shot because I said style of basketball. But, I mean, like, he's making an effort to take good shots, and he'll have his moments here or there. He's been doing the same. He's been playing a certain way for years, but the fact that he's making an effort to play defense, move the ball, and the fact that he's doing so on a somewhat consistent basis is very encouraging. But his defense tonight, I thought, was actually really good. He didn't really get beat. He contested shots well. When he got switched on to guards, he actually did a good job containing guards on the drive.
Yeah,
I thought his defense was good.
Nice. He had one really nice play where Hield had him isolated on this, like with no one else on that side of the court, and he made him pass. He tried to do a fadeaway, and he couldn't get the shot off.
Yeah. That was a great defensive possession. That was better than anybody defended Hield all night. That was Carmelo Anthony doing that. So Carmelo's been awesome, man.
On that play, though, Dame fell asleep on his guy, and he kicked it out to him, and he missed the three, but Dame got lucky he missed that because that was a little lapse there.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking of Dame, I want to talk about one little play before we get into Kent Bazemore. Did you hear him yell at Nasir Little? Nasir Little, went after the rebound that Whiteside had, and the ball ended up going out of bounds. It was in the first half, and Dame cussed out Nasir Little.
I didn't hear what he said, but I saw him saying something to him.
He said something like, "No, same effing team, man. What the F?" Something like that. It kind of cussed about. It was funny because I saw somebody talking about how Dame's not a good leader because he's too nice and doesn't hold his teammates accountable, which is complete BS. And then literally the game after, I saw somebody say that you could hear him literally cuss it out Nasir Little because Nasir Little knocked a rebound out of bounds that Whiteside had. There's no Sacramento Kings around it. I just thought that was funny because literally I saw somebody complaining about that. People nitpicking Dame. Well, there you go. Dude literally cussed out the rookie. Kind of felt bad for Nasir Little. But you can't be knocking guys off rebounds like that.
Yeah. It's a little details like that. We talked about last night with Montrezl Harrell. Getting offense rebounds, putbacks at the end of the first three quarters, and that's 6-point difference right there. Mm-hmm. And instead of being down, 6 or 7, you're down 12 or 13. And so stuff like that, yeah, you got to communicate, and you can't knock the ball out of your center's hand, especially because Little has to actually go up over him to knock that out of bounds.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the guy, he should have seen Whiteside. I don't know how he didn't. That's just guys, I don't know, maybe wanting their rebounding, maybe they're wanting their stats.
Part of the problem is when you have a guy like Little who's so aggressive and going after every rebound, it's hard to turn that off sometimes, so he sees the ball, he's going after it, he doesn't care who else is around. So that's part of learning. There's times where a shot goes up and everyone on the team you're playing against goes back on defense, so there's no need to fight over or be aggressive for a rebound because there was no Kings around that play. Yeah. There was also a play where Nas dove on a rebound or a loose ball or something in the middle of the key, and then Dame dove for it too, and then
I think it ended up there was a Blazer, I don't remember who it was, but there was a Blazer literally on the ball, about to pick it up with no Kings around him, and then Mr. Little dove at the ball and knocked the ball away from him and ended up going to a King. Yeah. And that was at a stretch where we couldn't get a loose ball, and it was oh my god, I loved the effort, but dude. Oh my god, that's funny.
I think it was Kings dribble down the ball, turnover, we dribble it back down, turnover, they dribble down, turnover, we dribble down, turnover.
Yeah. I mean, there was, I don't know. It was a strange game all around, but I see a lot of questions about Simons. We'll talk a little bit about Simons after Kent Bazemore. If I miss your guys' question, the one way to make sure I see it, because there's been a lot of questions through here, and we're focusing on analyzing the game, breaking down the game. But the one way to make sure I see it is you guys can leave a super chat donation, and I read all those off. I make sure to read all those. So if you guys want a question that you get answered that I haven't answered, that's one way you can make sure that I see it, because I'm not going to be able to necessarily catch everything when we got over 100 people in here. Shout out to everybody in here, though.
Or when you ask a question, either put at Blazers Uprise or at Eric Brandt or something, and one of us will probably see it.
I mean, yeah, super chats are nice for me though.
I know.
Yeah, but you guys can also do that. I'm just plugging. How to plug 101. Yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, like, okay, so should I plug more? I'll plug more before we get into this. SeatGeek code Blazers Uprise saves you $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. So if you guys want Blazer tickets, or you have friends or family or anybody that you know that wants Blazer tickets, or that might buy Blazer tickets, give them this promo code Blazers Uprise. Tell them to use it on SeatGeek. It'll save them $20, and it'll help me out. So you can help out your friends and family. You can help out yourself. You can help out me. We can all get help. Other than that, hashtag sellout. Yes, sir. Other than that, Patreon link in the description if you guys want to appear on the podcast or on the postgame show. There's information on our Patreon page. You guys can click that. Smash the like button, as first P last JL says. Smash that like button, helps us out. And subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I think that's all the things I need to plug. Kyle Parker says he needs help. What do you need help with Kyle? I got you. Away games too. Yeah, you can use SeatGeek on concerts, Broadway plays. I think like you can use SeatGeek for a bunch of different things. So when's the merch dropping? I'm working on finalizing that design. There will be some Carmelo Anthony merch dropping soon. You guys need to stay tuned for that. I keep messing with my tripod. It's probably making an annoying sound. I apologize for that. Yeah. So. Missed the game. What is the result? Blazers won 127-116. So I think I plugged everything that I need to plug. Let's talk about Kent Bazemore, because he's been a guy who's struggled this season, especially with his shot. But he was 5 for 9 tonight, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, 6 rebounds, had 15 points in 23 minutes. This is the type of game that I was hoping we'd get more out of from Kent Bazemore.
Yep.
This might be his season high. I'm going to go look at his game log, because I'm wondering if this is a season high for him. He might have had more against Atlanta. Let's see here. Yeah, this was a season high for Kent Bazemore. His previous season high was all the way back on October 30th. He had 14 points on 5 for 9 shooting against OKC. That was in OKC. So this was a season high for Kent Bazemore. He had really struggled with his shot this season. The last 5 games of November, he was. Let me do some quick math here. He was 4 for 23 in his last 5 games of November. But these 2 games so far in December, he was 3 for 6 against the Clippers, 2 for 3 from 3, and then tonight he was 5 for 9, 3 for 5 from 3. So that's the type of efficiency I want to see out of Kent Bazemore. Hopefully November was a bit of a slump for him, and hopefully he's able to break out of that, kind of like he has the past couple of games, because he can be a helpful player off the bench. He plays good defense. He can kind of pass the ball a little bit, can kind of handle the ball a little bit, even though he kind of makes me nervous when he dribbles. He's a wing version of Aminu. Sometimes with him dribbling on the fast break through traffic, his decision making is kind of spotty. But if he can just knock down shots and keep playing good defense, like, he'll be a helpful player off the bench. He just has to be efficient and hit shots. So I did like seeing him drop 15 points tonight.
You got a super chat there.
Oh. I can't miss that. Thank you. I was looking at stats. Thanks for shouting it out. Trevioli says dibs first in line when merch drops, for sure. For sure. I'll let you know when it drops. I'll also do a giveaway. I'll do a giveaway. Maybe a giveaway on YouTube and a giveaway on Patreon. So it'll be a cool like hoodie type thing. It'll be kind of a shout out to Hoodie Mellow in a way. So yeah, I'm excited for that merch drop. That's the first merchandise. I've been working on that for you guys. So do you want to talk about Kent Bazemore a little bit?
So 2 years ago, Bazemore shot over 39% from 3. Last year, it was down around 32%, I believe. Mm-hmm. But if he can just get in that 37% range and just be more of a spot up shooter than try to force offense. That combined with just eliminating some of those stupid reach in fouls, which I don't remember him doing tonight at all, which is good. But yeah, if he just does those two things, which seems really simple for a vet player like him, just don't try to do too much on offense, and when you have good position, don't reach on defense. And so just do those two things, and he can be a really useful rotation player for us still. But yeah, it's been kind of frustrating watching him try to take over games or do too much on offense, or he doesn't finish well around the rim at all. So like every time he drives, it's kind of, that's the funny thing about Aminu is even when he was driving, he was like, he'd throw up some crazy shots, but a lot of them went in when he drove, especially last year when he got a lot better at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I still think that Bazemore can be a useful part of the rotation. The unfortunate part about both him and Whiteside is their contracts are probably going to be needed for a trade coming up. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to be now or still 2 months from now near the trade deadline.
Yeah, and that's another topic for a different video. We'll have trade talk videos and stuff coming up, and podcasts we can gear more towards that. Last guy we got to talk about is Anfernee Simons, and my whole thing with Anfernee Simons right now is people have to be patient with him. There was so much hype given to him before this season that I think it was a bit unfair. Think about it. How many meaningful college or NBA games had he played before this season? I guess you could count the last game of the regular season, but they were basically like trying to lose, and he played 48 minutes. So yeah, 1. Yeah. That's not only NBA. That's college. Okay, dude is 20. He's not really ready to be like a good contributor to a contending team. Okay, he's right now our only backup guard. Maybe I'd be in favor of, like, if he keeps playing like this, maybe I'd be in favor of getting a 6th-man guard to play ahead of him if we're really trying to contend. But I also think that he is underachieving a bit right now. He was so good to start the season, man. He was so good to start the season. I think that's what he can be. I think we just got to work through the shooting slump that he's in. He's hit a little bit of a wall, and it's almost like a rookie wall for him because he didn't really, it was almost like he had a redshirt season last year. Last year was almost like his college season, so to say. Like, he was expected to be a rookie this season. He's 20. He's not even 20 and a half yet, and he's playing on a team that wants to contend for an NBA championship. So I think, like, he's talented and he can shoot the ball, and he's not shooting the ball well right now. He's in a slump. And people just got to be patient with the kid. It's frustrating seeing him miss shots, but in games where he's not playing well, like tonight, he'll only play like 13 minutes, which is what he played. The starters
he fouled out.
Yeah, he did foul out, but I mean, he hasn't been getting that many minutes lately because he's been in a bit of a shooting slump. I still think you throw him out there. I still think, if he can get hot and have games like he did earlier this season, he can be a wild card off the bench. That helps. We don't really have any other scoring off the bench, so we need somebody there that can kind of create his own shot. There will be stretches, sometimes even prolonged stretches, where his shot just doesn't fall, and that's what the case has been lately. His efficiency has plummeted, but we've also seen that when he's playing with confidence, when he's shooting the ball well, he can be a very helpful, good player. The problem is, I don't think he's getting good looks, and that's not really his fault. The first 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the season, good shots were being created for him. Like, he was getting good catch and shoot opportunities. He was able to use those good catch and shoot opportunities to knock down some shots and get in a rhythm and build his confidence. Now he's not really getting those shots. Now it seems like every shot he's getting, he has to try and create for himself, and usually it's not like the easiest shot in the world. So that's the thing with him, is I feel like part of it is just he's not getting those good catch and shoot opportunities, and that's not helping him build his rhythm. Part of it is the rookie wall, so to say, or the sophomore wall, whatever you want to call it. Him being young, he's not going to be super consistent. He's in a shooting slump. We just got to be patient. We got to try and design plays for him to get him better shots, to get him good catch and shoot looks, to build his confidence, and we have to stick with him because I think like he's too talented to not improve from what he's playing right now. He's too talented to not shoot the ball better. He's too good of a shooter to do that. So you stick with him. It'll show him that you still have confidence in him regardless of how he's playing, and that'll give him more confidence, and that'll help him bust out of this slump.
Yeah, I completely agree. So some people in chat are saying that you need to give Gary some more minutes. He's been inactive the last few games due to a hamstring injury. I believe it's hamstring. But he was probable the last couple of games and hasn't been active. So he's not the answer because he's not playing right now.
Yeah.
But can I get a timestamp real quick? I want to be able to refer back to what I'm about to say.
Okay, we're at about like 47 minutes.
Okay.
46, 47 minutes because I'll cut off the opening slide if I remember.
So that was the other thing that was kind of upsetting me during this game was Twitter and forums going crazy about how much Simon sucks. And let me just say this. When Neil O'Shea says he's the most talented player I've ever drafted, that doesn't mean that he was going to be a superstar this season. That doesn't mean that he was ready for big minutes and a big role and that he will automatically be a star and all that stuff. He still has a long way to go to reach that stuff. And the thing is, he's played, you mentioned this already, but he's played, this was his 23rd career game that actually meant something. He played in garbage time a lot last year, or not a lot, but, sometimes. And, he didn't get a chance to run a team in college, so he has no idea how to run a team as a point guard. So he's still learning there. He didn't play other than the last game, any meaningful minutes last year, so he didn't get a chance to do that. We don't get to see him in practice, so we don't know how much he schools Dame or CJ or anything like that. And if this was the case, I know people are saying that, well, O'Shea shouldn't have hyped him up so much. But O'Shea never said he was going to be ready to play or contribute a huge role this season. They're obviously giving him a chance to learn and develop on the fly, which I think is the right move. But to expect him to put up to be a 40% 3-point shooter and average 15 points off the bench, I think he's still averaging close to 10 points off the bench. But to think that he was going to come in and be a star this season and not have any kind of growing pains or periods or stretches where he struggled is just completely unrealistic. And I lost my train of thought, but you just got to give him time. You got to give him minutes. You got to let him learn. He is not playing well right now. But if he just starts hitting some shots and getting some more confidence, and if he learns from some of these mistakes he's making on defense, fouling out in 13 minutes is not good. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it's not like he's constantly in foul trouble or something like other players have been. Little has been in foul trouble several games. But, I just think you got to give that guy time to learn how to be – he doesn't even know how to be a good player, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what I was saying, yeah.
And the thing is, if O'Shea really thought that he was a star and ready to be a star this season, he would not have signed CJ to that extension. That makes no sense. So, for those that are putting it on, oh, well, I only have these expectations because he was hyped so much. Well, he's doing pretty well if you just consider how young he is and how many games he's played. And then I see people comparing him, Luka Doncic is the same age. Why isn't he as good as him then? And it's well, Luka's been playing professional basketball against grown men since he was 14 or 15 years old. That's not a good comparison. And guys like Trae Young got to play on a team in college where he was the man and every team game planned around him, but he got to figure it out all season and kill teams that way. Simons has never had those opportunities.
Yeah, we shouldn't be holding Simons to like an all-star level this year. You know what I mean? Like Trae Young, Luka Doncic, those guys are all-stars. Right now, both of them are kind of playing like borderline superstars. Like Trae Young's getting like 28 points per game. Doncic is getting like 30 points per game and almost 10 rebounds and almost 10 assists. So, yeah, we can't hold him to that standard. And I think the thing is, for me, man, the thing that I really hate to see people say in regards to Simons is I hate seeing people like base his long-term potential off of games like 10 through 22 of his season as a 20-year-old out of his second season. He's 20 years old, and they're taking, a 12-game stretch where he struggled and making conclusions about his long-term potential or a lack thereof. Think about this. I want you to answer this question.
Okay.
When all three of these guys were 20 years old, who do you think was better? Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and Anfernee Simons.
I mean, I don't think it's even close. It's probably Anfernee.
Yeah, I mean, CJ and Dame were playing in mid-majors. Those guys improved a lot. They were barely recruited in high school. At 20 years old, they were like good college players in a weak conference. But if you put Dame and CJ in the NBA at 20 years old, they would be doing worse than Anfernee is now. Now look at where they're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So Dame and CJ improved so much from them being 20-year-olds to where they are now that I think it's absolutely ridiculous for a Blazer fan to make long-term conclusions about Anfernee Simons based on what he's doing right now as a 20-year-old.
Completely agree.
So.
And if let's say Anfernee right now was playing for Lehigh or Weber State, he'd be putting up monster numbers.
Oh, he'd be getting like 25 a game, man.
I bet he'd be scoring more than that. Yeah,
maybe. I mean, yeah, he'd be dominating. There's no way he wouldn't be doing better than Dame and CJ were at that age, at that level. So that's the thing, is people just gotta be patient with him. That's basically our whole mindset on him, and I think Blazer fans kind of get a little bit too antsy in regards to wanting to see Simons do well, and then when he doesn't, they kind of panic a little bit and take things to the extremes with him when they shouldn't. So anyway, that covers all the Blazer players to talk about. We'll jump into today's NBA action. I want to look at some scores. I haven't really looked at scores since we finished our podcast earlier today. If you guys didn't watch that, go check it out.
You went 9-1 tonight.
I went 9-1 tonight in our picks against.
Luckily, because I fixed your. You tried to say you picked Atlanta. If I would have changed it back to what you thought you did.
I literally want. Well. Okay. So a lot of you guys probably don't know what we're talking about, but we do our picks against the spread. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you got to tune into one of our podcasts. But at first I thought I was gonna pick Atlanta, and then I changed my mind, and then I forgot that I changed my mind. That's what happened. But we'll go over these scores. So Blazer games, or the Blazers versus the Kings, we covered that. Hornets beat the Warriors 106-91.
Devontae Graham had 10 threes in that game.
Jeez, Devontae Graham, 33 points. 9 assists, 7 rebounds, almost triple-double. He's making a case for most improved player, man. Devontae Graham's been good. And I was high on him coming out of the draft a couple years ago, 2018 draft. I was high on him, man, and he didn't really do much his rookie year. I thought he could contribute right away. This is kind of what I expected out of him. I thought he was a really gifted scorer and passer in college, and was drafted too low, and his draft stock was kind of based on him just being an older college player. A lot of these older college players taken in the second round end up being good players. You look at a Malcolm Brogdon, Devontae Graham, a lot of the older guards really understand how to play the game, and when they get into the NBA, they stick because they know how to play the game because of their experience at the college level. Devontae Graham's just an example of that. Terry Rozier, 10 for 20, had 25 points as well, 7 assists. Those guys are starting together. That's a super small backcourt. That's a backcourt that the Blazers will go off against. I can't wait for us to play the Hornets. That's maybe the smallest backcourt in the league.
Graham might be developing some decent trade value too if they're gonna stick with Rozier long term.
they shouldn't have signed Terry Rozier, man. They shouldn't have signed him. They're paying that guy $19 million a year, and a guy making $1 million a year is better than him at his position. And Devontae Graham's younger. They've done better lately in terms of constructing their team. The fact that they're 9-14 is impressive because I thought they were going to be the worst team in the league. Like PJ Washington has been good for them. They've been solid. They're kind of still bogged down with veterans making too much money. You got Nick Batum with 3 points in 25 minutes, and he's making $25 million.
Right.
I remember when Blazer fans were annoyed by Nicholas Batum making $12 million, when Nicholas Batum is a better player than he is now. But like Marvin Williams being paid $15 million to drop 4 points in 27 minutes. Biombo's being paid $17 million to drop 2 points in 18 minutes. That's the thing with those guys. Warriors are 4-19 now. I wish Warriors would win more games because I don't want them to get that one pick. It would be funny for them to have the worst season in the league and then end up with like the fifth or sixth pick, and then lose out on the lottery. That's what the hope is for me.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Bucks destroyed the Pistons. Pistons fall to 8-14. I like the Pistons losing because that makes Blake Griffin more and more of a possibility. And honestly, like if Anfernee keeps struggling, Derrick Rose might be a possibility as well, because he's like has decent size for a guard and he can score the ball for sure. Blake Griffin struggled tonight, 4 for 17 shooting, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Andre Drummond had 23, 14, and 5. Langston Galloway, as I said, dude, Langston Galloway has improved a lot. He's underrated now. He had 20 points on 7 for 10 shooting, 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. That could be, I mean, like, it'd be hard to match salary for a guy like Derrick Rose or Langston Galloway, but, like, hypothetically, those guys would be good fits if Anfernee keeps struggling like this. But I still want to ride with Anfernee, as I've already said. You can jump in and, like, interject your opinions on any of the players I'm talking about. I'm just rolling through games here.
I like how recently you've been hyping up players that you've told me are trash and you'd never considered before.
Who's that?
Langston Galloway is one of them.
Oh, that was like a year ago, but then
I know, I'm just teasing.
That was like a year and a half ago. Well, he improved last season, then he improved even more this season. Evan Fournier sucked last season. Like, that's the thing, is I'm willing to change my mind on guys if they prove that I should change my mind on guys. I'm not so hard-headed that, I'm not willing to change my mind on guys. Griffin stepped over Giannis. I guess Griffin stepped over Giannis. That happened tonight, so you're talking about Griffin stepping over Giannis in a 24-point blowout? Jason Jensen says, I can't believe our only backup center is Scalabicier. As much as I appreciate him, that's a problem we still haven't solved. When we play Lakers, that is likely to suck. Are you saying Scal is a problem, or the fact that we don't have anybody beyond Scal is a problem? Because I don't think Scal's a problem. I think Scal's been good this season. He has his deficiencies, but I think Scal is a solid backup center.
We just get killed on the boards when we go small at the second unit and then have him at center.
Scal doesn't rebound horribly. He gets like 10 and a half rebounds per 36. The guards don't rebound around him. If Simons, Bazemore don't rebound well, Nasir Little is like a solid rebounder for a power forward, but it's more of a product of guards not really helping out enough, and Scal having to battle down there by himself. That's my opinion on it. But I wouldn't say Scal's a problem. He might get knocked. He'll probably get knocked out of the rotation once Collins gets back. Collins gets back anyway, so he's fine for now though.
Guys, once again, Carmelo knows LeBron. They're buddies. He's gonna shut him down. They're asking who's gonna guard LeBron.
We'll talk about the Lakers.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Lakers game a little bit at the end of this post-game show, but then our podcast on Friday, you guys should tune in for that. That will be kind of a Lakers-Blazers preview show right there. Magic beat the Suns 128-114. That's good for the Blazers. Not that I think the Suns really have much of a chance to surpass the Blazers, but the Suns, now that they're playing on the road, because they played so many home games to start the year and they overachieved a bit, and they played a soft schedule. I told you guys the Suns are going to start struggling. Now they're playing on the road and they're struggling. They lost by 14 to the Magic. The Suns are now 9-11. We are 9-13.
9-13. Yeah.
So we're a game out of the playoffs right now. Frank Kaminsky had 23 for the Suns, 10 for 12 shooting. Devin Booker only had 17. Ricky Rubio struggled. Nobody else really did anything for them. Check Diallo's now playing for them, and he had 16 points in 19 minutes. That's a guy that I wanted to go after this past summer just for big man depth. Kind of wish we signed him instead of Pau Gasol. But he had a solid game.
I think Kaminsky had his 21 of his 23 in the first half, I think.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that can just, like, his efficiency is not that efficient on average, but he'll have a game here or there where he'll just get smoking hot and have games where he's 10 for 12 with 21 points at a half. They still lost by double digits, though. They give up 128 points to the Magic, who didn't have Vucevic. Vucevic has been out, but Aaron Gordon, 32 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. 5 for 5 from the three-point line, 13 for 15 from the field. So Aaron Gordon has not been efficient this year. He's not, he can have a good performance here and there like he did tonight, but still think he sucks, honestly. I still think I shouldn't say sucks. I still think he's very overrated. I'm just ready for the people saying, oh, you said Gordon's overrated. Look what he did tonight. Nah, it's one game. It's one game. So that's that's just a disclaimer. This disclaimer before I get those type of comments. Evan 48, 9 for 15, 3 for 7 from the three-point line, 21 points, 4 assists. Like I said, he's been balling out. He's been terrific. Terrence Ross, 22 off the bench.
So someone's saying that Rodney Hood got hurt tonight. Is that true? Yeah, I didn't see anything either. I'll look it up, see if I can find anything.
Yeah, look it up while I go through these scores.
Yeah, not only we one game behind the Suns, but we're 2 games behind 7th place Timberwolves now that they lost tonight.
Yeah, and we got 4 games against Minnesota too. So you know what I mean? Like we can control our destiny. We get a 7th seed and end up facing the Nuggets in the first round with we've already shown that we can beat them in a playoff series. Their team isn't that much different. I actually think their team is playing worse this year, even though they're like winning games. Like they haven't really played anybody and they haven't really beaten any good teams. So Boston beat Miami.
They thumped them.
That was the one game I got wrong, huh?
Yeah.
Dang, man. Dang.
Miami was on a back-to-back.
Dang,
Tough place
dude. I should have went with Boston. Would have been 10-0. Jimmy Butler went off. He had 37 points. Myers Leonard, 20 minutes, 3 points, 1 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from three-point land. Blazer fans, do you still think it was a mistake to trade Leonard and Harkless for Hassan Whiteside? I saw those comments like a couple weeks ago. Look at the difference between Myers Leonard and Hassan Whiteside tonight.
Yeah.
Celtics-wise, Jaylen Brown had 31. Jaylen Brown has improved a lot this year. He's 10 for 20 from the field, 5 for 9 from the three-point line. He kind of had a down year last year, and he's back to being like the guy that the Celtics expect him to be. The Celtics are playing well without Gordon Hayward, man, and Gordon Hayward was playing a lot better. The Celtics are a good team, and if they're able to make a trade for an upgrade at center, because I don't think Enes Kanter is a good fit there, then they'll be a lot better. Thing is, Enes Kanter is barely playing for the Celtics too. Enes Kanter played 6 minutes tonight. I saw something that like the Celtics are like 10-0 when Kanter plays 12 minutes or less. Yeah. Yep. So that's interesting. That's interesting because we made a Western Conference Finals run with him. Now he can't even get into the rotation with the Celtics. I mean, you got Daniel Tice playing 27 minutes. You had Javonte Green. They did blow him out, but Javonte Green played more minutes than Enes Kanter. They got Robert Williams playing over Enes Kanter. So they'll probably look for an upgrade at that spot, but they'll be a lot better. Grant Williams, man. We were super down on Grant Williams, and he was a guy that Blazer fans wanted. Really, really wanted. Let me look up his stats, because he did not shoot in 18 minutes tonight. We got into some heated debates with people surrounding Grant Williams. He started tonight. No shots, all right? Let's look at his totals, all right?
While you're doing that, so I just want to say I still think Kemba's a much better fit on that team than Kyrie.
Oh, for sure. So let me don't say it, but do you know what Grant Williams has shot from the 3-point line, like in terms of makes and attempts?
I do not.
So he shot 22 threes. Guess how many he's made?
Like 4 or 5?
0.
0? 0 for 20?
He's 0 for 22 from the 3-point line, man.
Dang.
He is shooting 26% from the field, getting 2 points and 2 rebounds per game. In 15 minutes, he's getting 2 points, 2 rebounds, shooting 25%. And that's funny, man, because we took some heat for not liking Grant Williams, thinking he was going to be a major bust in the first round. We took some heat for that. He's been exactly what I thought. He's not good enough. He's not a good shooter. He wasn't a good shooter in college. People were saying he could shoot. No, he's not a good shooter. He's not like quick enough to do anything. And he's not his game doesn't translate to the NBA level.
Chat's saying you're lagging a bit.
Am I?
I don't know. Just 3 people said it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it might stutter. It might stutter here and there. Hopefully it's good now. Let me know if it's good now. Let me know if it stuff becomes out of sync or not. Yeah, I rely on you guys to make sure my stream's running good. What else we got from scores around the league tonight? Nets beat the Hawks 130-118. There were some high scores in the league today. Garrett Temple had 27 points. He was 10 for 16 shooting. Dinwiddie had 24. Taurean Prince had 23. Jared Allen had 20. All of them shot over 50% from the field.
Better off without Kyrie.
Dude, I mean, yeah, I mean, they haven't really played worse. Trae Young had 39 and 10 on 23 shots, 13 for 23 shooting. Trae Young's been good, man. He doesn't really get the hype that Luka does, but he's been close to that level. I talked about this a couple days ago. Damian Jones had 20 on 8 for 8.
Cam Reddish 25.
Cam Reddish finally had a good game. Finally had it because he was horrible so far this season. Cam Reddish, they got with the pick that they traded Doncic for. They basically traded Doncic for Trae Young and Cameron Reddish. Cameron Reddish and Trae Young tonight combined for 64 points on 23 for 40 shooting. So that's that trade isn't that. I don't think that was a bad trade for either team. Alex Line at 18. It's interesting to look at these trash teams and see what role players step up and have big games. I enjoy seeing players pop out in the box score like that.
Yeah.
TJ Warren had 24 for the Pacers tonight. They beat OKC, who fell to 8-12. So we are ahead of OKC because we do own the tiebreaker. Let's see here. Steven Adams, 8 for 8. Steven Adams matching Damian Jones. Steven Adams had 20 points on 8 for 8 shooting, just like Damian Jones did. Gallinari had 18. No interesting stat lines from that game. I'll go through these a little bit faster. Jonas Valanciunas had 32 and 13 tonight. Grizzlies lost without John Morant, though. They're 6 and 15. Zach LaVine had 25 for the Bulls, who are moved to 8 and 14. Let's see next game. Mavericks beat the Timberwolves by 7. Timberwolves fall to 10 and 10. They're in 7th place right now. Dallas is 15 and 6, which I hate, man. I hope Dallas. God, why do I hate seeing Dallas do well, man? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It's I don't know. Man. Doncic had a pedestrian 22, 7, and 6. 8 for 22 shooting. So, that's pedestrian for him. For a lot of other players, that'd be a solid game. Dwight Powell, what's with these big guys going perfect from the field? Dwight Powell, 9 for 9 shooting, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 for 2 from 3 for Dwight Powell. He's super underrated, too. That's another guy I like. I thought you were laughing. You were yawning.
Yeah.
Porzingis been overrated this year at 19 and 6. And last game, Lakers beat the Jazz by 25 points. Was that game was in Utah, huh?
In Utah, yep.
Utah is 12 and 10. Utah, that's the thing. We can get a 6 seed. I think we can surpass Utah. I think we can surpass Minnesota and Phoenix. And if Dallas falls back to earth,
Utah's only 3 games ahead of us at 12 and 10.
the thing is, they've had guys individually play well. Joe Ingles, what the hell happened to Joe Ingles, though? Like, his game should not fall off a cliff.
He turned into that 40-year-old old man he looks like overnight.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, basically did. He's been horrible, like, beyond horrible this season. His production has fallen off a cliff, which his game isn't reliant on, like, athleticism at all. It's literally just, like, basketball IQ, craftiness, and skill. But he, like, literally can't make a three anymore. Knowing how he goes off against us, he probably can't wait to play us. He'll probably drop, like, 25 on us, but he's been struggling.
Conley didn't play tonight, too.
Yeah, Conley's really struggled for them. I do expect Conley to kind of break out of that, but like Bogdanovic has been overachieving a bit for them, I think. He's been really, really good. They just can't defend like they used to. That's why they're struggling, man. They can't defend like they used to, and that's what I was saying. Like, putting Bogdanovic at the 4, yeah, it helps out your offense, but like defensively, it's an issue. Their identity was on the defensive end. Now Ingles has regressed in all assets of the game. Bogdanovic isn't a good defender, so that's why Utah is not the same team.
I mean, they started Jeff Green tonight, small forward or power forward.
He wasn't horrible though. 23 minutes, 8 points, 3 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Like, that's like just a very mediocre stat line. But they don't really have that good of a bench, man.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot.
Just looking at their bench tonight, their bench didn't do anything. Like, yeah, they're. I mean, we don't have a good bench either, but like, I don't think Utah's is any better than ours. As far as the Lakers go, let me.
LeBron with another 12 assists.
Yeah, LeBron's leading the league in assists right now.
They had 20 points on 21 shots.
Anthony Davis, 26 points
on 11 shots.
That's the thing, is like, those two guys are having like good games, and nobody else is really standing out. But they're just getting they're getting just enough from a bunch of different guys to be a good team. Which probably is due in part to LeBron and his talent level. But God, I hate seeing 19-3 under the Lakers logo.
I saw a stat about Rajon Rondo. I want to look it up real quick.
All right, go ahead. That was all today's NBA action. Back to chat. What's up?
So he was 2 for 3 tonight from 3. Mm-hmm. Going into tonight, he was shooting 48.4% from 3 on just under 3 attempts. Not a lot of attempts, but I mean, if you get that kind of shooting from Rondo, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Would you go? God, Rondo's not gonna shoot that all season long.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't really have anything to say about that because I was gonna chit chop. Yeah, he ain't gonna shoot like that all season long. He's not a good fit with that team, really. I mean, like, with LeBron off the court, he's an okay fit with that team, but with LeBron on the court, he's the type of guy you don't really want playing next to LeBron. But they don't really have a better option at point guard. I gotta fix my tripod. So.
Hey, is anyone going to the game Friday night against the Lakers?
Are you going to the game?
I might go, yeah.
It's expensive, man.
Yeah, well.
It's a Friday night game, which is more expensive because it's a Friday night game. And it's a Lakers game, which is more expensive because of the Lakers. And it's a LeBron game, so it's more expensive because it's LeBron. I'll look on SeatGeek right now at the ticket prices. I'm guessing it's at least $100.
Nice. Yeah, I'm lucky. My mom picked up season tickets this year for the first time. She used to have half season going into this season, but I could pretty much go to any game. So I was like, hey, I might want to go on Friday.
Gotcha. Yeah. This is loading, being slow. Cheapest tickets are $80.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't pay that much to sit.
And it's like the top of the arena.
Gassy Jalapeno, where are you sitting? My tickets are up in the 3. It's like section 306 or 307.
Is that baseline or is that center court or corner?
It's kind of pretty much baseline, just like a little to the right. Um, let's see. Austin Wack is in the nosebleeds, or no? I'll be sitting at the bar, Alvaro.
Hey, Eric, that's if anybody wants to meet up with you, that's where you say you got to meet them is at the bar, so that they're 21 or older. Because like I'm down to meet you guys, like meet up with or just to say what's up to you guys at a game if you guys are going to a game and I like run into you or I like meet up with you guys just to say hi. Like I'm down for that. It's a little bit weirder for Eric because Eric's older than me. Eric's 40. So I mean, if you're like 16 and want to meet up with Eric, that's just a little bit weird. You know what I mean? Like just because Eric's 40 and I don't know. You know how it goes. It's
yeah, but I mean, there's people that always see like Chad doing at a game or something and always want to go and get a picture and stuff.
For sure. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Thanks, Alvaro.
I was just saying that's how you get around that. You say, "Oh yeah, I'll meet up with you guys at the bar," because I know you drink like a fish. So
I drink like a fish.
You guys can see Eric drunk. Yeah, you drink like a fish, right?
When was the last? I don't even know when the last time I was drunk.
Do you even drink?
Not really.
He's I
don't know why you start all these rumors about me. I'm a balding drunk, apparently.
He's a balding drunk, man. He's I mean, he literally the only time he's sober is when he goes on air. So that's why we do podcast 3. That's why I bring him on all these post-game shows so we can get my man like on the road to recovery a little bit. Getting him gotta keep him sober every once in a while. So that's why we do 3 podcasts a week. That's why I bring him on post-game show. Gotta keep Eric sober.
I had some fun back in my college days, but
suck it up, fish.
For like the last probably 5-10 years, I've kind of settled down. I don't really drink that much, except for on like vacations or rare circumstances, like New Year's. I might have some drinks.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't really. I mean, I don't really enjoy alcohol that much, like the taste of it. So I just if I drink, I'm trying to get drunk. If that makes sense. So
yeah.
At 40-year-old, I don't really care.
We need to. So Eric is a drunk 40-year-old man that wants to be 16-year-old.
Adam versus Eve. It's 14-year-old boys get it right.
Oh my God! Hold up. Where is this post-game show going, man? We gotta for our podcast. Picking against the spread, we got to start betting on drinks Eric will drink later on in the day. Like 5.5 to 6.5 will probably be the spread, and we can, Eric can't participate because then he'd bet over and drink more than 6.5. But so just me and chat. That could be a good little side bet right there.
Yeah,
don't get demonetized now. It's worth it for one show. Let's get demonetized, bro. That's the goal.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem drinking. I'll drink. I mean, really have no reason to. So, and I don't really like drinking at the games because it costs like $50 to get.
Oh,
drunk.
I know, man. 50. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I saw that there's some sort of beer that's like selling for $4. I don't know, like it isn't like super overpriced there. I feel like that's where everybody's flocking. But yeah, I don't drink at games. Hell no.
I was the king when I was younger of, getting drunk before going to bars or to games and stuff. Yeah. Like, so my friend had like a van and he took out the back seats so we could like all sit back there and get drunk before we went into places and stuff. Yeah.
Back in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 70s. I was born in 79, but whatever.
Anyway. Wow. Now he sounds like he really needs help. Friend bashing full effect. Come on, fish, fight back. You're fish now. You're fish.
No, it's Dave and CJ that are the fish, man.
Well, there's this that's an inside joke between me and
Yeah.
Eric in like the forum we post on, because there was some like poster that was starting rumors a few years ago about how Dame is actually like an alcoholic. Like nobody knows, but Dame is an alcoholic and drinks like a fish. At least I think that's what the deal was. So now like the running joke is drinking like a fish. Yeah. So Eric, man.
Is Dave Dallas still in here? Because that's how this 14-year-old thing started too. Just for inside information, like he said, he wanted to get a picture at the Toronto game.
Yeah.
And I left my number in the chat and he didn't see it, and then I found out later he was 14. I wasn't trying to like.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know.
Just trying to get an innocent picture, man. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Even.
No, I know.
I'm just telling chat because I don't know if everyone in chat knows.
Yeah, like if it was at like, I don't know, I'm fine with that because I'm still pretty young. But it's also like if it was like a meet and greet with like a bunch of people, like that'd be different.
Yeah.
It's almost like meeting. I don't know. It could be weird. I don't know. It might not be weird. I don't know. What do you think, chat? You guys can give me your opinions on that. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
Because I used to, or I had met several people from the forum at games and stuff. It's no one that's that young though.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. You were young compared to the people at the meet and greets, man.
Right.
I'm 23. The mellow stay. Nope, it's not illegal unless you're doing illegal things. Which nobody's doing illegal things. So, you're in Utah. Oh well, who knows what's illegal in Utah? Utah's like a different country.
Taking a picture at a Blazer game is not illegal.
It might be in Utah, man. I don't know.
I'd be happy to meet any fans of Blazers Uprise, man. I don't care what age they are, and I'm not doing anything illegal. So,
well, you'll need supervision.
Yeah,
for the picture, just to,
right.
You need somebody to take the picture. But yeah.
Right.
I haven't even met somebody in person. I had one guy recognized me, walked into my BlackRock, and then he messaged me on Instagram. He was like, "Was that you?" So I haven't even met anybody that recognizes me. I'm trying to feel famous, guys. Like you guys gotta come find me and make me feel famous. Help me out. Help out my ego, man.
Dame Doll is funny.
Eric's life gets drunk in college and loves to party, then turns 40, then gets drunk on a 23-year-old post-game show and getting roasted by teenagers. Oh, man. Our goal is to make Eric feel young, man.
Oh, God. No. Okay. Austin, you're taking it too far.
Okay, we're removing that one. I didn't even read the whole thing. I saw one word and I got rid of it. Blazer Life says, Damn is Dame is an alky. Then holy shit, imagine sober Dame. He must be drunk in those deep threes, has that wild turkey in his timeout cup. I mean, the Blazers are known to drink coffee before games. Rumor is Dame spikes his coffee.
Thanks, Alvaro, man.
Yeah,
I don't feel 40. I don't think I look 40 either.
Eric, hey man, Eric acts like he's 10. The average is out to like 25. So
yeah,
so he's pretty young,
for sure. And it's a little crazy because I do have a 16-year-old daughter. So
if you're younger than Eric's daughter, that's when it becomes weird. Dude, your daughter's gonna date someone and it's gonna be like a fan of the show and they're not gonna know, and then they're gonna show up and you're gonna be like ready to like kick their ass, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, and then you guys are gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's like Austin Scalabrine
or we get some YouTube drama going, and I'm able to cook up some YouTube drama for the views. For the get those views off that YouTube drama, because drama sells, and that could go a completely different route. I don't know what route it would go, but that'd be interesting.
Talking Blazers, let's watch a podcast from last night. Meet Eric and Tori. LOL.
I don't get it. Travioli, that's not something you brag about. Oh, I didn't see what Travioli said. I'm 27 and can't grow any facial hair. Yikes. Hey,
that's a
I'd rather not have facial hair right
growth
now.
for Tori.
I need to shave, bro. I did like no shave November. But I need to shave. But I keep forgetting. Honestly, I don't check myself out in the mirror. I'm not conceited like that, so I avoid looking at myself in the mirror. I'm just kidding. Twatter beef pays more. Yeah, you guys gotta donate me to call people out on Twitter. I forget what that was a post-game show a while ago. We were talking about you guys. If I get a $20 donation, I'll call out somebody of your choosing on Twitter. No joke. As long as it's not Dan Meringue. Because that's not worth it, bro. I'm not trying to deal with my DMs blowing up on me. Oh, man. So, I'm not even kidding. I will.
Dame Dollar says, Uprise post-game show talks Blazers for about 1.5 hours into the stream. We roast 40-year-olds.
I mean, this is a pretty common evolution of these post-game shows. We got a pretty consistent schedule here. Start beef with Anthony Tolliver. Oh, Anthony Tolliver's too nice, man. But okay, if you donate $20, like that's the thing. You guys gotta donate $20. $20, and I'll call out whoever. I'll sell myself out.
I thought it was like 40.
I'll sell my reputation for $20. Well, like the more they donate, the more like vicious it can be.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Terry claims to not be on Twitter, so you can't really get into beef with someone who.
Moving into Uprise After Dark. That's the perfect description for it. Uprise After Dark, man. Imagine if we took like callers. Imagine how wild that would be. What were you saying?
We'll start. Someone said we'll start talking about food soon now too.
Release the DMs for $100. I'll release the DMs. Oh yeah, talking about food. I remember I was talking about what was it? Panda Express? Was that
Beef Blitz? I prefer PG-18.
Yeah, I remember telling you guys about how Panda Express was so hit or miss. Today it was mostly a miss. It was like a 4 for 11 shooting night. So like it wasn't like horrible. Like you kind of withstand it, but it was just like you disappointed and expected more. Got the cup right here, man. Shouldn't have gotten Panda tonight. I need to figure out when their orange chicken is the freshest. There's like a sweet spot, I feel like, that you gotta go to Panda like a certain time to get the fresh.
I love Panda.
Well, I just get orange chicken, man. It's so inconsistent. Lately, it's been like Anfernee Simons. In and out coming mid-December. Not all the way up here though, right?
It's in Kaiser, I think.
How far away is that from me?
It's North Salem, like just a few minutes before Salem. Yeah.
I'm in Vancouver, man, so I'm not gonna drive an hour for In and Out. Maybe I would. Like on a rare occasion, but like not consistently. I think Burgerville is up there with In and Out though.
Yeah, I think once In and Out's like mainstream around here, it won't be as anywhere near as thought of as good.
Exactly. It's almost like a mystic tale. It's almost like it's built up because got to go all the way down to California. I do like their I do like their burgers though.
I went to the one, I don't remember if it was the Medford one or the Actually, I went to one of each, I think. The Medford one and the Grants Pass one.
Mm-hmm.
One on my way down to Disneyland this past summer, and one on the way back up.
Yeah. Alvaro Bazan is worried about my health. He says, Tori, you need to drink more water, bro. Every time I see you with the soda, there's an In-N-Out in Vancouver, though. So he's saying that I need to drink more water, just like, to be healthier, but he's also trying to recommend In-N-Out. But also, no, there's not an In-N-Out in Vancouver.
And Adam versus Eve, I own a party store, so I would prefer if people bought more candles, sure.
Exactly. Killer Burger is better. I have a Killer Burger right on my house that I literally haven't been to. That I should go to. Yeah, there's not an In-N-Out in Vancouver. I don't know. Okay, JK, I wish. Yeah, I was going to say, you're tripping. I wish there was.
There probably will be someday.
Probably. I mean, it's too popular not to expand. Panda is taller for every game. No, because Panda is sometimes good. I remember talking about that video where I was going to compare Blazers to food.
Eric, do you y'all candles from your store when you need them, or do you buy the candles? I don't know what that means, but do you y'all?
Maybe he meant, do you yeet candles from your store? You might not even understand that slang. Eric, do you yeet candles from your own store? Oh my god.
But he put y'all.
I know.
Oh, take.
Oh, boo.
And it doesn't really matter. I just buy whatever I take from the store because it helps me out either way. So, like, it's not a big deal.
So you buy from your own store?
Yeah, I mean, it's just basically transferring from my account to the business account, but keeps it legit,
Don't you have to pay income tax on that?
I live in Oregon, buddy. We don't have we don't have sales tax or anything.
I said income tax.
Well, income tax wouldn't matter.
I don't really know how income tax works.
I would get charged income tax on how much I make. It wouldn't matter what I spend my money on.
Yeah, but like if you transferred it to the business account, though, you have to register that as income. Like, wouldn't that count as income, or would that?
No, because
that's a dumb question. It just count as a transfer. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The store doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't make enough money to get charged like that anyway.
So help Eric have to pay income tax and go shop at his store.
I mean, realistically, I could take whatever discount I wanted, or take some if I really wanted to. But it doesn't really help the business out,
I'm not proficient in terms of paying tax. But yeah, I know there's no sales tax down there. Come on, man, I'm not that.
Austin says I know a guy that owns a place if I need discounts for candles.
Saying Blazers Uprise sent you will get you a 10% discount. Don't at me. Eric hasn't approved that, but yeah. That's what you should do. That'd be dope.
Oh, man. If anyone ever came in and said they watched the show or mentions Blazers Uprise, I'd for sure give them a discount.
For sure. So you guys know where to go. You guys know what store to recommend to your friends and family as well. We're gonna make Eric rich as hell. Then he's gonna buy us a studio, and then we're gonna be popping off.
It's called the Party Spot. It's over in the Aloha, Beaverton, Hillsborough area.
The area I try to avoid.
It's on TV Highway.
Only reason I try and avoid that place is because I always end up going over that damn bridge, and I hate that damn bridge. The frickin' 405 bridge, man, it's rough. Little fun fact about me: I hate heights, so I don't like going across the 405 bridge. I get super bad anxiety when I fly too, which didn't used to be the case. I used to fly fine. I flew like growing up. I flew a lot, but I can't fly now. Like I need to take like medicine. It's bad. I'm getting stressed out just thinking about flying right now, man. Oh no. Adam Receive says, I've never been to a Blazer game. Do they have seats for plus size people?
The
No,
seats are
so. I don't know.
the
Depends
seats
on
are kind of small. It's kind of crowded. I'm 6'6", and it's tough sometimes to sit there, but yeah. I mean, they have some like
row. You sit first row and you lay in front of the seats. Eric will be what? Pause. Pause. Alex Glasgow. Pause. It's rated 4 stars. Nice.
I don't have enough money to be anyone's sugar daddy.
Yeah. He barely has enough money to just be a normal daddy.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm broke. I shouldn't be making jokes. I never got how tall people could be scared of heights.
That's funny.
Big difference between 6 feet off the ground and 6 miles off the ground. How long till we get a new arena for the Blazers? A couple decades at least.
Yeah, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But
yeah, arena's still good.
The Rose Garden's really nice, or the Moda Center. Like I said, I have this problem wherever I go. You probably do too, Tori. But like, sitting in an arena like that is never really comfortable unless you have an aisle seat or something where you can kind of spread out a little bit.
Oftentimes, I have to stand out at timeouts just because my knees end up getting like super sore. Luckily, my knees have been doing better lately, but I've barely been going to the gym. I need to go to the gym more again. But I mean, I popped off. I popped off in my rec league game a little bit last night, even though I had only been twice in the past 2 weeks. I'm somebody that gets rusty, but I was dropping dimes that Eric couldn't.
Yeah, right.
I was, bro.
Good.
I was. I swear, dude. I wish you could see what the dimes I was dropping to my big, man. I was dropping those super quick, like, attack, draw the big, and, like, make the pass, like, right when you draw big, like, the one-handed, though, like, off the dribble, like, super quick bounce pass. Yeah, but, like, I was doing it quick. I was doing it with speed. You can do it quick, but I was doing it quick.
Okay. All right.
But I dropped like 37. I was hitting those pull up threes. I was hitting, bro. You need to come join my rec league then, man. So you can see the extent of my passing. There can be dimes to you, but you live 45 minutes away, so.
Or you could come play in a real league.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't be the best player on my team. You wouldn't be the best player on my team, bro.
I didn't say I would be the best player. I said you should come play.
I don't want to hear real league. You always hating on my league, bro. That's where this trash talk stems from. Eric always hating on my league. See, I just poke a little fun, like I'm a better passer, and he's like, "Your league's fake. Your league's shit." Like that.
Well, you always say I should come watch you play or come play in your league, but that's not. If we took the best players from my league, we would beat the best players from your league, I think. Okay, cool.
So you want to talk about real? Let's set that up, bro. That'd be a good video. Let's do it. Because we got a lot of like former college players, bro. A lot of like former like really good high school players. Yeah, like we have a solid league. We got a dude who can like 360, like easily 360, like back scratch, man. Like,
cool.
You quit being a Klay Thompson. Quit being so smug right now.
I'm not. It's just, I mean, that's kind of a stupid thing to say. Like, I'll take the best players from my league, and you take your.
Well, you just hating on my league like you always do.
There's like, in the Portland Basketball League, for example, there's like hundreds of teams, and there's teams of all like players that played D1 and stuff like that. Like it's there's a lot of good competition.
Oh, well, if there's hundreds of teams, I didn't realize there was hundreds of teams. That's not fun though, because you don't get to know people's games. You don't get to like build like rivalries.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying in the Portland Basketball League, I'm saying that it's like that. You play a lot of the same teams because there's so many divisions and stuff. But in the Hillsborough League I'm in, the upper league it's almost all players that played some sort of college ball too.
I mean, same here. You know what I mean? I'm just defending my league. You keep calling it a fake league.
I'm just saying it's a lot easier to make good passes when you're playing with 4 people and the floor's more spread out than with 5 people and have an extra person clogging up the lane.
I'm literally throwing dimes at a double team, triple team, bro.
Yeah, because
I could throw the same passes. You know what I mean?
If you're double team, there's only
you just love to hate on my passing, bro. You won't ever give me any respect on that. I'm not even kidding. Eric refuses to give me proper respect on my passing. He'll give me respect on everything else. I just want a little bit of respect on my passing.
Okay.
He's like he hates on my passing, and then he calls my league fake. Like, bro.
Shaq can back me up on this. Bad at passing. Yeah.
Sorry, I had you on mute. What'd you say?
Really? Are you serious?
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, my bad. My finger slipped.
Jack can back me up. I have never said you were a bad passer. I have simply said that we're both good passers, but I'm better. You smash on every part. Like, you have to be the best at every single aspect of every single thing. And if I try to claim I'm the best at once, I'm a hater, and I think you're a terrible passer and all this stuff. I can never give you credit. Yet you freaking bash me about every single thing about how you're better than me at basketball, and that's not even true.
Literally all I've said is I think I'm a better passer, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that's debatable. I'm just kidding, bro. I just gotta give you that heat because you call my league fake, man. You call my league fake. I don't like that, bro.
Well, playing a 5-on-5 league.
I would come there and kill it, bro.
Okay.
You know I would too.
Come kill it then.
You've literally never seen me play indoors, bro. You've seen me play on like when it's raining on a plastic court that's like slippery because it's rated, where I literally can't go anywhere.
Bro, I fully recognize your skills. You're a great player. I've said that many times on here that you're much better than I am. You're a great player. I would love to have you come play with our team sometime. Yeah. That's true.
It's almost weirder when you compliment me than when you insult me.
That's true though. Blazer, I do have better post-up moves than you. Mostly
I'll give you that.
Because I got the old man skill.
You think you're better at everything than me. No, you have better post moves than me. There you go.
Thanks.
You can take that to the bank. Tori hit him with the okay boomer.
I'm not a boomer. I'm old, but I'm not.
You shouldn't have given me that ammo, man. I'm not gonna use it. Okay, boomer. It feels weird to say it. That's something you kind of like gotta type or like not use it. I don't know. That's not okay using.
Adam versus Eve. That's taking it too far. Don't say Eric equals Trump.
Oh, that's that. Yeah. See, I won't even. I'm not even on board with that, man. I don't want to be CNN either. I don't want to be I don't want to be a news source. I don't lie.
Yeah.
Just sometimes. But
yeah, because of Tory's lack of funds and his worrisome about driving over the 405 bridge, he doesn't like to venture out
over the damn bridge. But I ain't gonna drive 45 minutes.
Yeah,
you drive up here then, bro.
Okay. I mean, I'm not even able to play right now, but
I know, but like, I don't think you'd want to drive 45 minutes in rush hour traffic. It would be longer than 45 minutes.
I know. I hate driving up there. I used to have to drive all the time.
So why are you giving me like crap for saying like I wouldn't want to drive down there?
I'm not. I'm just teasing you.
No. I'm just saying like it makes no sense. You got to make a little bit of sense when you're teasing.
We could get like we'll find whatever gyms like directly.
Maybe Eric is scared of the bridge too. He's giving me shit because he's actually scared too. I hate that bridge, man. I get anxiety on that bridge. I'm not even lying.
Let's just find like say the Pearl 24-hour fitness or something, and you can get a free 3-day pass, and we can go run that gym and play a little.
God, dude, my 24-hour fitnesses, their ceilings are too low, bro.
Always something.
Are they not?
It depends on which one.
I mean, like the one that I ended up going to, like I had multiple jump shots that ended up like grazing the ceiling.
The one I go to in Hillsborough is legit. There's never any issues with the ceiling.
Well, like the one or two ones that I've been to.
They just redid the floor a few months ago too. It's pretty nice.
Oh, that's solid. That's solid. No, we got good players, man. I don't even have that high of an arc. That's the thing. Like, I used to have a higher arc though. It's cloudy. I can't drive. Eric equals Skip Bayless. Tori equals Max Kellerman. Or, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be either of those guys.
Loser of the Rec All-Star game has to bungee jump off the bridge.
I mean, like, you got 100 teams up in there. I'm just saying, you would like playing 4-on-4. It's literally not as different as you think, bro.
I know it's not different. It's just not. I mean, real basketball game is 5-on-5. It's not 4-on-4.
I know, but you're like, okay, but like it's not. It's really not that much different. There's a little bit more spacing. But
yeah.
Like I don't need a bunch of space to make a pass.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I'm tall. I just need shooting, man. That's the problem with my team now is I lost my shooters. So now I get double and triple teamed. So when I make passes out of it, I just don't have like, I have Aminu and Harkless instead of Rodney Hood and Carmelo Anthony.
What's up, Quick Clutch? He says he's not a vocal person on chat, but always been watching y'all for a while.
Oh, shout out to Quick Clutch. Shout out to Quick Clutch. What's up, man? The new poster gonna bring us down off the out of the ring here.
Yeah, Leo, that is kind of my game. Oh, one-on-one is not even fair anymore. Tori kicks my butt. He dominates me one-on-one.
If I wasn't hitting shots, it'd be close. See, I'll give you that, and then I'll say I'm the best passer on the form.
Yeah, we gotta
I'll give and take, bro.
Play indoors sometime.
I feel like your game is like doesn't like the way you play, like it doesn't make a huge difference if you play indoors or outdoors.
Well, I'm a much better shooter indoors like you are, but
yeah.
It's more a fact like I play off other people, and the threat of passing when you take that away in a one-on-one setting, since I am the superior passer, if in a one-on-one game you can't pass it all, so it kind of ruins my one strength I have,
Yeah.
And then you try to impose rules where you can't post you up and stuff. So
no, it wasn't that you couldn't post me up. I just know like some people that have like a good low post game. What they'll do is they'll literally just. I gotta plug my phone in. I can't see chat, so you can see it off chat if it's anything good. But people that have like good post games when they play 1-on-1, a lot of times they tend to literally just sit there and post up and like take like 25 dribbles just trying to back you under the hoop and then shooting over you. That was the only thing I was saying. Like, don't
Yeah.
do that. You know what I mean? Like, play like legit one-on-one game. You know what I mean? I just hate the people that just like turn it into that type of stuff. So that's all I was saying, which I think is like a justified thing to say. I think that's a like understandable thing to say. You know?
Yeah. Or you
like-
could have just not said anything.
I mean,
Then you could have said something if that was how I chose to play.
I mean, but I figured you'd understand what I was saying and be on board with that, and I want to play like that.
But but you're worried about losing, so that's the
I'm
only
not
reason why I
worried
said
about
that,
losing. Yeah. I'm not worried about losing. Cause it literally just turned into like me just like digging my heels or digging my toes into the pavement and 2 arm bars and just leaning on Eric and us just yeah, you know what I mean, would turn into a shit show. More of a shit show than me versus that Bones actor. Have any of you guys seen Bones? Do you guys know the guy that played Zach Addy on Bones? I want to see if chat knows King Speed.
He says he's more recognizable than CJ, so he should be now.
Oh, I know. Has more worldwide fame than CJ. God.
Hey.
Oh my god, man. I hope somebody knows who he is.
Alvaro wants to know what's better, Dutch Bros or BlackRock.
BlackRock. Dutch
I
Bros
think
is
that is
shit.
And Blazer Life says he's a baller on the double rims. Man, I hate double rims.
How is
double rims
a
are the
baller on
worst.
Double rims, man.
Yeah.
You just have to shoot with extra arc on those. So if you shoot with arc, it's not as bad. I don't really shoot with a ton of arc though, and a lot of shots I make, I like shoot hard off the backboard, and it like comes off, it hits the rim hard and drops through, and on double rims it pops up instead. Hella annoying. Like, why do double rims even exist? What is the point of a double rim?
I think it's just so it's pretty much impossible to tear down, so it like holds up longer.
Makes no sense, man. What the hell?
Double rim is worse than no net. Yeah.
I'd rather have a double rim with a good net than no net. I hate not knowing if you like airballed or made a shot. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Who are you, James Harden?
Exactly right. See, those refs had the net, and it didn't even matter. And the net got messed up, so obviously the ball went through it, and they still blew that call. How do you blow that call, man?
I will say that one time you and me and a couple of okay to bad players ran some really good players off the court at Twalton Valley Park and Rec.
Yeah. Me
on 1 foot.
Oh, I know. We did well. We did well that game. But then
that guy had beef with you on our own team.
Oh my god, what did he even do? I just remember that he pissed me off.
He got mad at you for not passing, but then he wasn't like paying attention or something.
Oh yeah, he got mad at me for not passing him the ball when he wasn't even open. And then the next play, he was kind of open like underneath the rim, and I passed him the ball, and it like hit off the back of his head or something, or like he wasn't ready for it. And then I think the next possession after that, he was like clapping super hard for the ball, which is like one of my pet peeves. I don't even know if that's 100% correct, but I'm pretty sure he clapped for the ball. Did he?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Like, don't do that because you want the ball. I hate that, especially when you got mad at me for not passing you the ball when you were open, and then I did pass you the ball, like a good pass, and you weren't ready after you complained about me not passing you the ball. In the next possession, you're gonna sit there and clap. That's the sitting there and clapping constantly for the ball is a pet peeve of mine, especially if you like do that stuff before. So, I think I told him like quit clapping for the ball, and he like gave me like some weird like smirked at me or something, and then like said something to his friend. It pissed me off, man. And then he stopped like running back on defense, stopped trying because of that, and then like he literally wouldn't get back on defense, and then he'd call for the ball again and clap for the ball again. It pissed me off. I ended up chewing the kid out because I just have respect for the game, man. Have respect for the people on the court with you. Like, I don't know, man. Like, dude was just like, part of it was just when I did say, quit clapping for the ball. Like, I didn't even say it all that mean, and he was like super like snarky and had such an attitude with it. It was annoying. So if you go and play with people you don't know, just play defense and don't be like an asshole calling for the ball. And if you are gonna like call for the ball and complain about not getting the ball, then at least be ready when the ball is passed to you.
Well, he wasn't getting back on defense either.
It was whack. Dude ruined that entire run. People like that just like ruined the entire run. It's like fun. Like, I don't even want to play then.
Adam versus Eve sent you on something on Twitter, and I've had little kids come in the store with those shoes on, and they just squeak the whole time. And you're like, dude, why would anybody buy those shoes?
What shoes are they?
They're like, they make like a dog toy type squeak every time they walk. So it's like,
why?
All over the store. I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Like, why would anyone buy those? I guess like if you have a kid that runs off a lot, you know where they were going. Or
that must be so annoying. You need to put up a sign on your store saying "No squeaky shoes," bro. That would drive me crazy.
But he's asking you if he gave you $20 or donated $20 if you play a game with those.
Oh man, those. How much do they cost? If you buy me them, Rip said he 3-on-3 playing those. Oh my goodness.
I probably not allow that to happen. You can play with them in your rec league where I don't have to watch you.
I won't play in them if you admit I'm the better passer. So take your pick.
Okay. All right, fine. You play with them.
Oh, I knew that's how I'd get permission to play in squeaky shoes. Or I don't know. It's not dark enough, but playing those shoes that like light up a bunch of different colors. 8%, right.
Eric ever gonna set up a podcast and stuff? Are you asking if I'm gonna do videos and stuff? Like, what is that?
He's waiting on his laptop.
Yeah. So when we start playing away games and stuff, and if the end time is at a time where Tori's playing basketball, I'm gonna start taking over, and then he can come back in when he's back from his game.
What if I started streaming like this, chat? Yes or no? I'm like slowly spinning.
It's an improvement.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Sounded like some diss, but I didn't really understand it.
See less of your face.
You still see just as much of my face. You can't see my hat.
You can't see your
I'm
forehead.
literally gonna stream like this. I'd screw it.
Your forehead's up.
I keep spinning, bro.
That'd be funny if you bit it right now.
Nah, I got balance. Oh, that was scary. Not gonna lie. Shoot, man. Yeah, there's like a certain sweet spot where you can like lean but not tip, because like the chair like leans.
I don't even know why you're doing that right now.
I don't know, bro. I got tired of sitting, man. Got tired of sitting. I'll do a podcast standing up. I don't care. This is YouTube. We're semi-pros. Not NBA players. We're semi-pros. We're G Leaguers over here at YouTube. But like the type of G Leaguers that should be in the NBA over the guys that are actually in the NBA. Y'all are feisty tonight. It's more like just being on for 2 hours.
We're just having some fun.
I like to entertain you guys by triggering. No, I do talk a little bit of shit to Eric, but it's all in good fun. You need a treadmill desk. Do a live stream while on the treadmill. Alvaro. I keep gotta say it right. Alvaro. Dead. My bad. Alvaro. I keep wanting to say Alvaro. Alvaro Bazan says, "Hey Tori, I've been meaning to ask you about Zion." What?
Russell Westbrook says Tori looks like my dad when he's trying to show me he's a cool, fun guy.
Put user in timeout. Asshole! Don't call me a dad. Don't compare me to a dad. Hell no.
Oh, it's funny.
I don't even know if it went through. Oh, it went through. I'll see you in 5 minutes. That was painful. That hurt.
A fun guy.
That hurt. Fun guy?
Yeah, don't say that. You might get copyrighted by Kawhi Leonard.
Don't say taco.
Oh, he lost that one. LeBron lost.
Yeah, don't say taco yesterday. Alvaro Bazan, as I was saying. Hey, Tor, I've been meaning to ask you about Zion. It's been more than 6 weeks since his injury, and the Pelicans said he would be back by now. I hope he gets better. He's so young and already so hurt. Where's your question? Just what my thoughts are on him? Because you said I've been meaning to ask you about Zion, and then you said it's been more than 6 weeks since his injury, and the Pelicans said he would be back by now. I hope he gets better. He's young and already hurt. I don't know.
The Pelicans are just playing super cautious.
Funny because I bet you ask you a question, they said a few things, didn't ask me a question. I get those on my mailbag sometimes where all right, here's my question, and then they state some facts in their opinion, and then the post ends, and I'm like, where's the question? But he's gonna have injury issues. Honestly, he's gonna deal with injury issues. He's gonna deal with some injury problems. He just weighs too much. He has to lose weight. Oh my, bro! Don't come on your second account, bro. I'm literally gonna hide your second account. You got your main account. Damn, it really be like that. LOL. Gotta lay down the hammer. Travioli could say whatever he wants because he's coming in hot with that $5 donation. Yo, it's cool guy Tori in his backwards chair. I usually work late and only get to see you on my days off. Tonight has been awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the $5 donation.
Yeah, thanks, and thank you for everyone listening. Still, we like to have some fun on here. I hope it's enjoyable for you guys too. We like to interact with you guys too. So,
well, the best moments videos that I'm gonna come out with are gonna be funny as hell, honestly, because I've been writing down timestamps of certain podcasts that I'm gonna put together, just a montage of top moments, and that type of thing.
Alvaro, just so you know, in case you didn't see any of our off-season stuff, neither of us are very high on Zion long-term. Yeah. Part of that is because of him being a little overweight and the way he plays a game, the way he lands off of jumping and stuff is not conducive to being good long-term when he's already having knee problems. So I hope his career doesn't end in injuries. I don't want to be right because he turns into Greg Oden. But neither of us are super high on him as a player long-term.
Yeah. Yep, I agree on that one. I would have drafted John Morant number 1 overall instead. Alright, I'm tired of sitting like this.
Invite interact. Eric Reed's taking pictures with 14-year-old voice. Alright, whatever.
That's gonna be the running joke.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can ban people if you want.
No, it's all good. I didn't even know Dame Dollar was 14 until after the game, and we didn't even meet up. It didn't happen. So
ban Dame Dollar? You want me to ban? Okay, I'll ban.
No, I don't want to ban Dame Dollar. He hasn't said anything about about your forehead tonight.
I'm gonna ban you.
Yeah, we got to go all night, so I don't go hit the bottle.
Yeah, true. I gotta raise my chair because I got like stuff back there that I was hiding by sitting in front of it. It's like grocery bags or something. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, it's grocery bags.
Silly fish.
Eric the fish. I'm gonna introduce you like that, like, and act like nothing happened one day. You're gonna like forget about it, and then I'm gonna. As always, I'm here with. As always, I'm here with Eric the fish. Eric, how are you doing today?
Yeah.
That'll be like in January sometime.
What's funny is so I have some liver and stomach issues too, not from drinking, but like
I mean,
it's not good for me to drink either. So
you don't. I mean, you don't have to like. We won't judge you. You know what I mean? Like for killing your liver.
I don't care. You can say whatever you want.
Well, is it like? I'm just kidding. Is it like where you can't drink or?
It's just not recommended. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I barely drink, so
I have the liver of someone who has been a heavy drinker, even though I'm not. But yeah, it's
that's kind of sad.
Yeah,
that's kind of sad. Yeah, shit.
Panda and fish, Alvaro says.
Panda and fish. Sounds like a really bad anime podcast.
Yeah. And Alvaro, I have a horrible diet too, so don't just put that on Tori. I don't drink enough water either.
I mean, if I have my own kitchen, man. I don't really have my own kitchen, so I don't use the kitchen upstairs. Well, and I don't really know how to cook, so I gotta learn how to cook too. But
yeah.
I don't know. My next mixtape album named Panda and Fish. God, I don't want to hear Eric rap. I wouldn't put him on my mixtape. No offense. You don't seem like you got bars.
I do actually. I'll play you some stuff sometime.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. I'll record it in secret, and it'll be our intro music. I gotta hear this. I don't know if Eric's being serious or not, but if he's being serious, I'll get back to you on this, chat. We'll see if Eric can spit a little bit.
My friends and I used to like to goof around back in college, and yeah. Anyone who's ever heard it would be like, "Whoa, that's like not bad," I'm not saying I'm
Damani used to do that. I've never really asked him about that, but you guys might remember Damani from our live stream, or what was it? Our draft live stream. Damani was that third guy. He was on our 3-on-3 team. Because he used to be a rapper.
I can't freestyle at all. I'm not good at freestyle, but I can write stuff down, and
I'd freestyle for like $100 donation. Because I'd probably embarrass myself, but $100 in donations, total, I would freestyle. If we get $100 donations on a live stream, I will freestyle for a good 5 minutes. Watch $100 donation come through, I'd be like, shit.
Dylan Box asking if the Blazers win Friday. It's always funny when we're talking about stuff and then someone tries to bring it back.
Blazers win Friday. I'm talking about freestyling for money. Blazers win Friday. Hopefully.
I hope so. Yeah.
Panda and Fish. Tori don't know how to cook a dish. He says he's good at basketball, even though he knows he'll miss. That flow's basic, bro. Come on, Alvaro. Remember that when I get my tax refunds, y'all gonna rap battle. Okay. 5-bar Friday. Yeah, if I get $100 in donations, then I'll rap battle Eric. Oh my goodness. That would be entertaining as hell. And I can kind of freestyle a little bit. I literally could be like the next NF if I wanted to. But I'd rather do this.
See, I'm not trying to claim I'm good or anything. It's just
I'm not either.
Not either.
I'm not trying to set people up for a bunch of like disappointment. Actually, the thing is, if you're bad, it's like funny, so it's not even a big deal. Let me just drain my college savings account. When I was in high school, Rocket by Herbie Hancock was the freshest shit ever. I don't even know what that is. Do you know what that is, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an 80s like instrumental
classic
type jam.
Gotcha. But like I could play a beat. I could play one of my background beats. I don't know which one would be the best for a freestyle. Cause like they're I use them for background beats. If Tori is NF, does that make Fish old AF?
That's funny.
Oh my God.
I did not take a rap class in college. No, man. That'd be cool though.
You're AF. Old AF.
Yeah, I don't want to. That's part of the problem. I don't want to get you demonetized here.
I mean,
otherwise I could maybe.
If I'm getting $100 donation to get demonetized, then it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I meant like I was trying to find something right now, but I don't see anything.
Oh, don't play a beat. I'm not doing it unless I get $100 donation.
No, I was going to play something of mine, but
because
I don't have anything on this.
Because y'all put yourself in my shoes. Would you guys honestly want to freestyle for a live stream, bro? I've literally never freestyled in front of anybody. I probably wouldn't be able to stop laughing. It'd probably be awful.
Like I already said, I don't really freestyle very well, so
exactly. So like we literally embarrass ourselves. But for $100 donation, yeah, you guys wouldn't do it unless you got this guy like at least $100 donation.
I would have
two $50 donations.
I would have to like. Well, that's the thing. You get the money. What's in it for me?
I'll give you 10% of it.
You can buy my food at the Wheels Meet and Greet.
Sure, we can do that. That's in 8 days.
Yep.
But yeah, if you played a random beat, the whole video might get taken down. I might get striked. I'm not risking that because I use like free for profit stuff.
Right.
Yeah. If everyone donates $2 right now, we can make it happen. Shoot, dude. Yeah, if everybody that was subscribed to me, think about this, man. You can't see. You guys would play this game if you guys were like YouTubers in my position. You guys would think about, if everybody in this chat just donated $2, we could get 100. Yeah, but most people are going to donate, which is completely fine. It's just you can't play that game where like, if everybody subscribed to me, donated $2 a month to my Patreon, I'd be making over $5,000 a month. But like that ain't realistic. You know what I mean? I got 11 patrons. But that's the thing you run into with YouTube. Like you'll be like, when you're trying to think about like ways to make money, it's so easy to overestimate. Just be like, okay, because I got this following. If this amount of the following bought whatever or donated, then yeah, you could make a lot of money. But like, I don't know, it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Which like I don't know. I should probably not even like discuss money on YouTube. Travioli has donated another $2 donation. Thank you for the donation. He's donated $9. Shout out to Travioli. OSU, our hats off. Our hats are off to you, Beavers. Beavers fight. Okay, is that a fight song? OSU fight BE. Okay, yeah, that's a fight song. That's your school, Eric. You should be the one reading that.
OSU.
What? The hell? Is that your drunk voice?
I'm getting sick, I think.
The hell was that? OSU. Oh my goodness. Leo says I already donated this week and I'm broke. Damn, man. Yeah, don't donate if you're broke, bro. Like I said, I don't do it for the donations. I don't expect donations or anything like that. But if you guys are gonna have me rap on stream, like I'm gonna need to be incentivized to do that because that'll be rough. 2 bars for Trav. Two bars for Trav. Let's think of 2 good bars for Trav. Travioli. His name is Travioli. He is the one and only. There you go.
Speaking of basic.
Hey, bro, he's the one and only. That's a compliment. I'm hyping him up. He's the one and only person who's donated tonight. So that's Travioli. His name is Travioli. He's as good as ravioli. He is the one and only.
I don't think you're making a case for being a good rapper.
I'm not trying, bro.
I know, but it's...
Okay, if I get $100 in donations, I'll drop a rap track. How about that? No lie, I'll drop a rap track. Not even kidding. Instead of a freestyle.
I have a rap about
unless you guys would prefer a shitty freestyle.
Dang,
I will literally drop and like push a rap track for $100 on a live stream. We got Michael Slayton coming in with the $2 donation. Thank you to Michael Slayton. He says rap. That says 2, not 100. So we getting there slowly but surely. For the memes, $2 for Russell first round X of Westbrook. I just did rap, man. I just did, and Eric clowned me. See, Eric literally ruined the little confidence I had when I wasn't even trying. My confidence still went down the drain because Eric just tears me down, man. He hits on my passing, he hits on my record, he hits on my rapping. Eric's toxic, man. He just tears me down.
I was such a negative guy.
It hurts my feelings and shit. Like, nah, you guys know why I'm so toxic towards him. It's like a defense mechanism. Like, this motherfucker, man.
Alvaro says his IQ just dropped after hearing that.
Dame versus Shaq, Eric versus Tory. ERIK versus TORRE. All right. Panda Fish Productions presents $100 rap.
Panda Fish.
IDK about the rap track dropping, but my IQ just dropped after hearing that. I'll drop your IQ 100 points for $100.
That's a deal.
Hey, Travioli liked my rap, so hey, it was for Travioli. I'm glad he liked it. That was my thank you for the donations tonight. I don't care about the rest, y'all. Eric, you can screw off. Travioli liked it. That's all I care about. Shout out Travioli, man.
Travioli is obviously a fan of ravioli.
Drop a diss track on Stotts.
He's the one and only that likes
the one
ravioli.
And only ravioli. His name is Travioli. Oh man. That's my boy. Hell yeah, I am. Hell yeah, bro. If I ever met Travioli, I'd make sure I have some ravioli. I haven't had ravioli in a while. I'm getting kind of hungry now because that panda didn't really do it for me. Fishy panda. Hey, pandas eat fish, so I'm top of the food chain here.
Cool. It's your show, man. I'm not trying to take over.
I'm kidding, bro.
I just sit here doing my fish thing.
This man wouldn't even. This man kind of ruined my jokes by being like, cool. Just, I wish we had him on Skype because that's what his face would look like, dude.
Yep.
Cool. Damn it, man. All right, fine. You can be a goddamn piranha fish with the lantern in front of his head, whatever those things are with the gnarly ass teeth that would eat the panda. You happy?
They literally only eat bamboo. There you go.
Well, they're
You must be thinking of like polar bears, not panda bears.
Or bears in general. Pandas are chill. You know what I mean? Pandas are the best, man. I'll say that like Hassan Whiteside. Pandas are the best, man. I can't do his act. His like, you know the way he says stuff in his Instagram stories, like the way he talks, which is like completely different from like any of his interviews. He like it's like high pitched. I don't know how to do it, man. But he always ends everything off with man. Jason Jensen. Oh, that's held for review. Probably because he said that word. Come on, Eric, your turn.
Could you not say it?
Well, certain words trigger a message to be held for review. So like cuss words and vulgar words like that. Eric, all jokes aside, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, Adam Versive appreciates you.
I know, I responded back.
Oh. Travioli says, listen, Tori, when I come to my first game in Portland, you better pull that out of your pocket with a microwave and spoons to eat it with. I'm all in. Hey, bro, I'm literally not even lying. If you really
always bringing it tonight.
If you really like, thank you for the $5 donation. You're killing it on the donation game. So I would kill it on.
Where do you live, Travioli?
Maybe that's why his name is what it is. Maybe it is based off ravioli. Is your name actually like purposely based off ravioli? Kyle Parker, I'm pretty vulgar. Uh-oh. Well, I can allow the comment. It just gets held for review, and then I hit show or something. But like my phone's dead, then I can't. Give me my trash can back, man. There we go. That was a little bit better. Post game with Brickles and Damian Whiteside was so awkward.
Yeah.
Brooks is usually pretty good about post game interviews, but like he said, like, give me my trash cans back, man, or something like that. And then she was like, okay, well, do you have a message for whoever stole your trash cans back? It's like he just said.
Yeah.
Give me. And then he was like, huh? And she's like, do you have a message for whoever stole your trash cans? He's like, give me my trash cans back, man. Again, like.
I feel like the last couple times his answers have been super short though. Like
he looked.
She gives this like long question and then he's like, yeah, I agree or something. You know. Like,
probably because Blazer fans hating on him too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hook Travioli with the ravioli.
Yeah, we
Travis Lee Travioli just came out of it. Gotcha.
When you finally have merchandise for Blazers Uprise, you can send him a shirt with a can of Chef Boyardee.
For real, bro. I would literally. That would be funny. Nah, bring the spoons in the microwave out of my pocket. Literally put like a microwave in my car. I would like film that and like play the start of our podcast. Yo, I met up with making some like big old like extra thing, like over the top. Yeah, they're saying that interview was awkward. Yeah, that interview was awkward. I mean, he seemed pissed off after he got that tip in put back, didn't he? Or was that just me? Like, I don't know why he was pissed off. Maybe because Dame didn't pass him the ball before that, but like he looked mad.
Get Hassan on the podcast.
Okay, where's the stream going? I don't know. You guys know just as well as I do.
No, it's okay. We are. This is this stream going?
Okay, we are. This is what? Come on with the. I know, Dame Dollar, I know you're young, man, but you should know the difference between we're, and
where,
and all those words.
Whipping it out of your pocket. Yeah.
Hopefully
Travioli's not 14. You don't want to be whipping out your ravioli out of your pocket.
Shut the hell up. Where are you going with that one? Where are you going with that one?
I'm just saying you don't want to be whipping out some ravioli out of your pocket with a 14-year-old, right?
Oh my goodness. If he's donating though, so I doubt he's 14.
Yeah.
So I feel safe with the ravioli. I feel safe whipping out some like saucy ravioli for him.
Oh man.
It's 12 a.m. and I don't pay attention in school. That's what you're gonna get. I'm ruining Dame Dollar's education with these late night post game streams. That's why his grammar sucks. Travioli's 27. What's up? See, I figured because he dropping donos. I would like to see like a breakdown of like the ages of people that watch my videos, because like literally it says like 99. I think like 99.5% of the people are 18 and older, but I know that's definitely not true. So I'd like to see like a real breakdown, because it says like most of the people are like 21 to 27. I think it said like over 50%.
I skew the average.
True.
If you count me.
I'm just kidding. Donating like he's holy. Travioli. Adam Receive has the bars. He can be my ghostwriter.
Oh, see,
38 here, Blazer Life.
Oh, what's up, near 40-year-old? You're almost in my boat.
Yeah. See, we got all the demographics covered. I think the majority of people were 21 and older. Honestly. Yeah, he just said it as 18 so we could watch age-restricted videos. 22, 20, 27. 17 Snowstorm says Blazers going to win it all. Let's go. They're going to win all the games.
Be quite the story after the start of the season.
They're going to win all the games that they have left. No, for real though. Hope it starts with winning Friday night. Because we ain't going to be joking about ravioli if we lose to the goddamn Lakers.
Oh, that's one reason I don't want to go to that
game. Yeah, exactly.
I hate all the Laker fans that show.
No. Dame Dollar, he said that he talked about how he set it as 18 so he could watch age-restricted videos, which is kind of like what I assumed a lot of people did. But Austin Wax says you should be ashamed of yourself, Dame Dollar. Adam Perceive is 39. Is anybody older than Eric? We got anybody in here older than my man Eric? I'm trying to make you feel young, Eric, but I think I accidentally just made you feel old, bro.
It's all good. My mom listens a lot, but she's probably in bed by now.
Oh, your mom listens a lot? Oh, oh no. So how's you guys' day going? I hope everybody had an amazing day. Hello to Eric's lovely mother.
I doubt she's still up.
Okay. Yeah, screw you, bro. Try to scare me like that.
Jason Jensen's 52, and then
52 with kids. Shout out to Jason Jensen, man.
How did Dame Dollar, a 14-year-old, know that exactly how old Jason Jensen was?
Yeah, whoa, bro. What is going on here? We ain't going down this road. Oh, I thought he had 52 kids. Dang, man. Jason with 52 kids.
Yeah, sure, Dame Dollar. He said it in chat earlier, I'm sure.
Damn. Hey, congrats, Jason. That's quite an accomplishment. Definitive One says $15 donation. Nothing to say, just wanted to support the channel. Thank you, Definitive One, for the $15 donation, man. Greatly appreciate it. Definitive One is an OG. OG from the True Blazer fan mailbag days. A lot of people are, but I enjoyed saying Definitive One back again. once more. I don't know why I just made that a thing from the start, from like the second mailbag on, because he was.
You gotta have a couple raps about Definitive One for $15.
I'll drop a rap song about people who watch the channel. So like,
he can't be the definitive one and only either.
Dude, I'll make a rap song with one of the beats from Reggie Coes, because he's our top Patreon donator. He donates $25 a month to our Patreon, to my Patreon, our Patreon, whatever. But he's a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, and he makes hip hop beats and stuff. So literally making a whole channel thing if I get $100 of donations in a stream, which is quite a lot, man. I don't want to make a rap because I'm not trying to embarrass myself, man. But yeah, then I really would be the black sheep of Portland Trailblazer media.
Unless Dame heard it and liked it.
Oh, I know. All of a sudden I get on a Dame song. Yeah, it's subliminally diss thoughts to try to plant some seeds in Dame's head.
So Jason Jensen wants us to repeat say a bunch of bad words so his son will repeat everything. I'm just kidding. He doesn't want us to do that. He said he appreciates that we don't do that.
Oh, yeah, no. I think I dropped my first one a little bit earlier. I said, so something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we try and keep it. We try and keep it clean for everybody. Am I on your TV? Am I on your TV right now? How many of you guys, like, am I on people's TVs right now? Is anybody watching me on a TV? Like, is my face, like, am I waving through your TV right now? That'd be pretty dope, man. I want to be on a TV.
I know Comcast has a YouTube app, so you can watch it. I don't like doing that because I can't read the chat through there. But
yeah, I'm on Kyle Parker's TV.
Nice.
What's up? I'm on Kyle Parker's TV. Everybody, I made it. Travioli, he's gonna put me on his TV. Let's go, bro. I'm on it.
Started from the bottom now.
I'm on TV now. Mom, I'm on TV. 78-inch TV. Damn, that might be a little bit too big for my face. I need to get that super high definition so I can like actually look good on your guys' 4K TVs. I gotta get that supercomputer. Russell first round exit Westbrook says you've literally ruined all other Blazers media for me. Dude, I love to hear that. I love to hear that in the least toxic way possible. Let's just say that. That's a good compliment, man. I appreciate it.
Does anyone else besides Jason have kids?
Definitive One replied to me thanking the super chat. He said, "You're welcome. Thanks for keeping it active for us Blazer fans." Of course, man. Of course. This is the type of channel I always wanted to like watch, so I had to go out and make it. You're on my phone and the TV. Got the whole house watching. Let's go. Shout out to Definitive One's house.
Boys, well, I've had to put you on 720p because it was too much detail.
I'm only streaming in 720p, so I don't know how you'd watch it in anything else.
That's a joke.
If you guys are watching me, yeah, no, I get what he's saying. I'm just saying, like, well, I'll get it super nice for y'all, so you can see every like individual. Like, that's the thing. If this was higher definition, you guys would see how bad my beard is right now. I gotta shave that. My girl was telling me I gotta shave that yesterday. I'm like, yeah, no. But
wait, Austin saying I have a daughter, one and about 4 months. You have one daughter that is about a year and 4 months, or Travioli.
Travioli says, Eric, I'm getting married in January. I'll be starting my family soon. First son's name Eric or Tori? LOL. That's what we'll have a rap battle to decide that. Whoever wins.
Man, you already destroyed me with your ravioli beat.
Hey,
man.
I'll give you like a huge shout out in January. Just let me know like when that is. I'll give you a huge shout out, bro. Congratulations on that. Unless you're joking. which maybe you are. But if you are getting married, man, congrats.
Toric. Eric. I don't know how to make that work.
Don't worry, 720p. We can still see the beard. The stream a year from now is going to be a lot higher definition. I'm going to try and get media access so we can get live feeds to the locker room at home games, and we could literally get them straight into OBS, that type of thing. Like, this stream is going to get better and better as it goes on. It's already a lot of fun now. But we're going to do big things in the next year, man. I can't elaborate though. Let's just say my business plans require a non-disclosure agreement until they like go fully public. Let's just say that. That's what I've been working on. And it's not really like channel related, but it kind of is in a way. If that makes sense. That's all I can say. Eric knows. But Eric, don't weaponize that against me, because that's very important.
I got your back. Despite how poor you treat me.
Yeah, see, well, that would be the next. I'd actually be mad. I'd actually be like, not that anything bad would come from it, you know what I mean? But like, I don't want anybody taking my ideas on that.
Yeah.
When you blow up, don't forget about us, my guy. I'll still be here, man. I will still be here. My plans, it don't make sense to you guys, but my plans, I don't want to be on TV on a Blazers post-game show for NBC Sports Northwest. I want to be doing this instead. I 100% mean that. I'd rather do this, dude. I'd enjoy this a lot more. And I can be myself and give you guys like better. I feel like I could give you guys better content by doing this than going and working for like NBC Sports Northwest or on the radio. We're doing something like that. Eric, you getting tired, man?
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, we couldn't have a freestyle battle on a Blazers post-game show on a network.
Oh man, I will literally drop a rap song for $100 in donations.
Yeah.
Man.
So Dave Dollar says 2 years later, Tori is on NBC Sports Northwest. I will say that just the conversations I've had with Tori, he does not want to be on a show like that, but I don't know about if it actually got offered to him what he would do. But
I mean,
because he probably like that income.
Yeah, see, that'd be the only thing, you know what I mean? Like just like making a living, but like I wouldn't want to. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to. And that's the thing with my plans. My plans are something that, if they worked, would make me a lot more income than doing something for NBC Sports Northwest. And it would be something that I'd love to do, and I could still do this. So, which Eric knows what I mean, but you guys will learn in the future. My phone died again, so I can't see chat at the moment.
Alvaro Bazan, he donated $5. Says DL, D-Rose, Melo, and Blake getting a ring would make my heart so content.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Shout out God, dude, I keep wanting to say Alvaro, but it's Alvaro, right? Yeah, it's Alvaro.
Alvaro Bazan.
I'll get used to it. Because shout out, thank you for the $5 donation. Definitely can't butcher your name now.
Chat's killing it tonight.
Yeah, Chat's killing it with the donations tonight. They're I don't know what they're at right now, but they might be halfway to that rap track. Honestly.
Russell first round exit Westbrook. Either Eric or Tori will be on NBC Northwest. The other will be running this channel.
Hey man, if I got Eric a job like in mainstream media and he could like hold that down and speak his truth on mainstream media, and I could still run this channel, and that's something Eric wanted to do, then we could literally infiltrate both sides of media. I could help out my man Eric. Would that be something you'd do if you got the opportunity?
Yeah. I don't know how comfortable I'd be like on a camera, like a real.
Yeah.
YouTube is one thing, but like I don't know. I guess like it's gone
to take away the edge.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's get wasted. Be that guy.
Be
Um,
that guy.
but yeah, I mean, I'd love to do some sort of thing, especially if it was with the Blazers.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, shoot. People have gotten their starts from much less than this.
Yeah.
Speaking, you know what I mean? Speaking of somebody specific, but not dropping names. People have gotten their start from a internet forum. So, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe in the future it'd be something that happens.
Yeah, a radio show would be cool.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. I mean, that'd be awesome to see you like be like mainstream, but like because I know you'd either speak. I know you'd probably speak the truth, or you completely like get brainwashed and be like, Stotts is the best coach I've ever seen.
His offense is so great.
His offense. I love, passing the ball is overrated. That type of shit. Sorry for cussing. I forget. Jason Jensen.
Oh man, he's gonna kill you.
I know. He says he likes having it on because I don't drop like cuss words and stuff. So I'll make sure to actually do that because that actually wasn't really like much of an area focused on me. I just like didn't really do it regardless. But like I'll definitely make sure to like keep it clean for you guys.
Alvaro asked earlier about if we listen to 1080 The Fan at all.
No, not 1080. I only listen to 620. I only listen to Travis Demers, Chad Doing. For as much as Chad Doing has called me out on Twitter, that's still my go-to.
I love primetime. I've been listening to 1080 back when it was other stations. It used to be the only one. So since I'm so old, I go way back. I've been listening to primetime since the beginning, and I still download their show and try to listen to almost everyone.
With like Isaac and
Suk, yeah.
They don't know enough about basketball to.
No, I know it's not.
You know what I mean? Like that's not like their go-to sport. You know what I mean? That's why I listen to Travis and Chad instead. They know.
Well, I don't listen to that for their basketball takes because it's horrible. It's cringeworthy sometimes listening to talk about the Blazers and stuff. But they know their stuff about football, and they also do like in the news and the club hour and stuff, which are more entertaining, not sports related. It's kind of funny. So I like listening to that kind of just
a little bit more banter than and not as much like in-depth breakdown of stuff. It seems like compared to like Rip City Drive, Rip City Radio, that type of thing. Which, like I said, they fill a certain niche. Which, like, if you're doing media, you gotta fill a certain type of niche. I'm trying to charge my phone, but you guys know my phone has that problem with the charger, man. I'm getting annoyed with this thing. I literally have to, like, prop it up against my desk and, like, push the cord into my phone, and I literally do that by, like, propping it up against my PlayStation 4. It's super scary. Okay, I got it.
So...
Nope.
Dave Dollar says Tori says something about a rap battle and stupid teenagers donations start flowing in.
I know, man. That's the incentive. Oh my god.
So Adam versus Eve. I was born in '79, so I was after the championship.
So he's like barely a boomer.
I have no idea what it's like for the Blazers to win a championship. I've been a Niner fan my whole life. They haven't won since '94, so I was 15, not even 15, when they won their last title. I like the Cincinnati Reds in baseball. They haven't won a title since 1990, so yeah, it's been a while since I had the joy of winning. I thought a few years ago when the Niners made the Super Bowl I was going to get that. Hopefully this year.
I don't know what a championship feels like for anything, bro. Because I'm a Niners fan, but I was born in '96. So it was kind of like you with the Blazers. You know, they won one right before you were born. And I'm a Blazer fan, obviously. I'm a Gonzaga Bulldogs fan. So they barely lost that championship game against North Carolina, which was literally the most heartbreaking loss I've ever had. That was worse than any Blazers loss for me. That was so rough, bro. I was in a bad mood for like a week after that game. Because I just wanted a championship. I just wanted to know that feeling. I was like a diehard Gonzaga fan. And it was like one of the last chances. Like, because I grew up watching Gonzaga with my grandfather who passed away. He passed away like 2-3 months ago. And he was like a huge Gonzaga fan. I grew up like watching Gonzaga Bulldogs basketball with him. So like 2017, that's when they played a national championship game and they lost. And that was like one of the last chances like he had to see them win a championship. So like that was like that sucked, you know what I mean? I just wanted to know what that feeling feels like. Literally, the only championship I have is my NASCAR driver won this year. I'm a Kyle Busch fan.
Of course,
I used to be in why?
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you even know what that is? Like, do you pay any attention to that?
I don't follow NASCAR very closely, but I do know who Kyle Busch is, and you seem like a Kyle Busch type person. So,
what does that mean? What?
Isn't he kind of a dick? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, like, fans see him as a dick. I just think he's like misunderstood.
I'm teasing you.
Honestly, when I was a kid, I always liked whatever car had the M&M sponsor. That's why I ended up being a fan of his, because like when I was like 13 or whatever, 12, he ended up driving that car. So I was a fan of his.
Yeah.
And I'm still a fan of his, even though there's a driver that was like good that was from Vancouver, Washington, but I wasn't a fan of him. You know, I was too young when he like got popular. But he won his second championship. That's the only championship I know is goddamn NASCAR. You know what I mean? Which doesn't even like feel like, I don't know. It obviously doesn't feel the same. It's just whatever.
Jason Jensen said, "I'm so old. I played fantasy football without a computer because there was no computer-based fantasy football yet. I got the stats out of the newspaper and called everyone with the results."
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. Well, I was a little too young for that. Like by the time I started playing fantasy sports, like the internet was just becoming a thing. But there used to be this thing in the Oregonian where at the beginning of the basketball season there was like groups of basketball players. So like the top tier would be like Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon or whatever, and Larry Bird, and you pick like one person out of all these groups of 5, and then you like basically had a fantasy basketball team for the season. You couldn't ever like switch once it started or whatever, so if someone got hurt, you were screwed. Yeah. But then there was this like number you called, and then it would like tell you like what place you were in and stuff.
Interesting.
I think like one time I was like so excited because I was like 115th place out of like 50,000 people or something. And it was oh man, I'm doing awesome. I don't even think there was like prizes or anything. It was stupid, but stuff like that always intrigued me when I was little.
Yeah, I played fantasy football since like 8th grade, so I've been a fantasy football nut for a while. 11-2 got my first round bye. I'm God, except literally the 4 versus 5 seed are both better than the 3 and the 6 seed, and my reward for being the 1 seed is to face the 4 or the 5 seed. So I get one of those 2 teams, which sucks. So my reward for literally, this is the 4th year we've had this league, same amount of games. I literally set the record for the best record in a season, 11-2, best record ever. The next closest was 10-2-1. And my reward second round is probably facing a team that's just as good as me. Like, I don't know. That's going to be rough. I literally lost week 1, so I literally finished 11-1. And week 1 I only lost because my top 2 players that week got hurt in the first quarter. Like Tyreek Hill and Joe Mixon got hurt, which were like my top 2 guys at the time. They only had 3 points apiece. I lost by like 10. But my reward for that, I feel like I'm the underdog going into round 2. Honestly, Eric.
Yeah. Later, Alvaro. Have a good night, man.
See ya, Alvaro.
Yeah. You better hope you finish that off. I'm going to make fun of you if you don't win.
I'll take 2 second-place finishes and a third-place finish over 1 first-place finish and 1 last-place finish.
Did you make the playoffs last year?
No. I missed by a game. But at least I was in it till the final week instead of eliminated like 3 weeks early. So
you just conveniently leave out last year when you didn't make the playoffs?
Well, I finished second, third, and missed the playoffs by a game because I had like awful luck with injuries and stuff. Like I didn't mismanage that team.
I know. I'm just
Yeah, I know. But no, I had like been pretty good year in year out in pretty much any league I've been in. I got like 11-2. It'd suck if I've won 6 straight games. It'd suck if I lost in the playoffs. Like, but of course I get unlucky and have to face probably Trailblazer 18, who he scored more points than me this season. His team's been going off.
Later, Adam versus Eve. Have a good night.
See you, man. My phone's dead, so I can't really see you guys' chat. I'm got it charging a little bit.
Kyle Parker says, I feel like if you upgrade the camera, you have to upgrade the light too.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
He's just in a temporary situation right now too.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna move out of here, but I don't know. Like, I'm hoping in a year to be pretty well off if my business ideas work. So that's the hope, and then I can
Blazer
like
Life. No, he hasn't actually won a fantasy league.
I have won a fantasy league, not ours.
Yeah.
I've won like every other fantasy league I've been in. I've won like 3 fantasy leagues.
Later, Austin Wack. Have a good night.
See ya, Austin.
He says, I gotta hit the sheets, y'all. To y'all later. Talk.
I'll y'all to y'all. I'll y'all to you later too.
We're y'all to y'all later.
Yep. Probably gonna wrap up this stream soon because we got people got to go to bed.
Later, Leo. Good luck on your midterm tomorrow.
See you, Leo, man. Have a good night. Yeah, I'll 3-hour live stream. Done pretty well. Eric, if there's any like, so let me just say this. Start off with this. I want to start putting out like montage, like highlights, 10 to 15 minutes long, or like funny moments from streams. So if you guys are on a stream and you guys remember a certain segment, if you guys could find like roughly the timestamp to a segment you guys think would be a good fit for that montage, you can leave it in the comment section after the video is done streaming and like once it's like uploaded as a normal video. Eric, that's something you can do as well, like during a stream if you want to like jot down a timestamp or whatever, that type of thing, like something that you think would be good for that montage that help.
Good night, Definitive One. Thanks for checking in.
See you, Definitive. But that's something you guys could help with if you guys want to see something included. Those videos will be entertaining, I feel like. Just like if I like edit it, splice up some highlights. I think that would be a pretty entertaining 10-15 minute video, and I can do that maybe like once every 10 to 14 days or something like that, just from like the previous streams. So
yep.
It's just like 3 hours of footage that I have to like cut out, basically. So it would be helpful. You know, you guys don't have to. I can do it myself. I'm just saying it'd be helpful if you guys did do that. If you guys thought something should be included, it would help me not miss something that was good to include, so to say. So let me open up the chat now. I got my phone back on.
Dame Dollar says, I'm don't care about school, so I'm gonna stay up as late as I can. And then Russell Westbrook says, at Dame Dollar, my man, ? And then he says, I don't think that's good for my health. And then Westbrook says, that was supposed to be an exclamation, not a question mark. My man.
My man. Travioli says, yo, I got my Rec League debut tomorrow or today. Hope I can play like Eric, even though I'm 5'10". Where are you playing Rec League at, man?
He lives in St. Louis.
St. Louis? Oh, gotcha. Good luck with that debut. Good luck with that, bro. Let me know how it goes, too.
So, yeah, if he ever comes to town, in addition to the ravioli dinner from you, we can play some ball.
For sure. That'll be springtime, summertime.
Jolt Cola.
I like the fish dump on Eric. Last one, I promise I'm sorry forever. Hey, fish isn't as bad as y'all dissing my damn forehead like you guys were the other night. I don't know how many of you guys were in here. Jason Jensen says that's why they invented things like Jolt Cola, all the sugar, twice the caffeine. I drink too much soda, man. That's why I like drinking a soda for the live stream.
The thing is, like,
what were you saying?
I was just saying, like, when people call me a fish, it doesn't bother me that much because I don't drink,
'Cause,
so
yeah,
it's not
you know
really a
what I
big
mean?
deal. But
Like, I do have a big...
you can't get rid of your
Goddamn
forehead.
assholes, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Dame Dollar leads that club. Uh, yeah, but anyway, in regards to what Jason said, that's why I drink soda for streams. It gets me a little like pepped up, a little like it gives me a little burst of energy, so then I can
Yeah,
be
see,
energetic on the stream.
I don't drink coffee, so I have to drink soda for like my caffeine rush.
Yeah, gotcha. I don't like coffee, so I don't mess with that. But Russell first round exit Westbrook says just subbed on Patreon. Shout out to Russell first round exit Westbrook, who just subbed for $10 on Patreon. So I'll have to bring you on one of these post game shows or these podcasts.
All right.
There we go. We got one. Gervier too is somebody that I owe one to. I gotta get him on here too. He just usually isn't I've been waiting for him to come in the comment section. I haven't seen him in a while, so I think I have to like hit him up on Discord. Russell first round exit Westbrook. Do you have Twitter? Let me know if you have Twitter. Kyle Parker says Tori all jacked up on that white sugar. like sugar, not what that could sound like.
Yeah.
Old joke, you've got a face made for radio. Is Patreon feed? No, Patreon is something where you guys can donate a certain amount per month, or a certain amount of money per month.
You sound like Dame Dollar types.
But like if you donate $10 a month or more, like I'll give you guys opportunities to come on the podcast or the post game show. I would do it with like super chat donations as well, but it's like hard to keep track of that type of stuff, so that's why I just plugged the Patreon instead. That way it's easy to keep track of like who is doing that, because and the thing why it's like $10 a month is, I do want to like bring people on here, but like if I open that up to everybody, it'd be too hard to do it with everybody, you know what I mean? Like I can't do it with everybody, so that's why I feel like, okay, if you guys want to, then $10 a month isn't, it's the price of a Wendy's meal or something like that, it's the price of a fast food meal basically. So if you guys like really want to, then there's your opportunity, and you guys can come on the channel and chill with us. Just figured that was a cool way to give back, while you guys could also like help me out. Just figured it was a good like mutual thing. Russell first round exit Westbrook. No, your account is not blocked. I'm reading your messages off.
Yeah, we mentioned your name several times, man. How could it be blocked if we're talking about
the real one? My last message was instantly deleted. I didn't delete anything. I don't know what happened. Posted again, I guess. Might have been YouTube. YouTube was glitching out. Didn't send notifications today for the podcast that we went live with.
As real as Tori's rec league.
Oh my goodness, bro! Come on.
You said, anyways, we follow each other on Twitter.
Okay. Send me a message right now, because I'll just so I can like associate your YouTube account with your Twitter account, or with your Patreon account with your Twitter account. Because that's how I'll contact you about bringing you on here. If you want to come on here, that'd be dope, man.
You should bring him on a post game show so he can get a nickname like Fish or Panda.
Exactly. We can bring you on a post game show, bro. That'd be awesome. Gotcha. I just got your message.
Ouch, Clowin.
Clowin? Huh?
I think he meant clowning.
All right, I got you. I got your Twitter account, so I'll message you through there.
I'd probably called a wrinkly forehead.
What? Wrinkly forehead? Probably sometime next week, bro. We can have you on. If you guys want to do that, then $10 donation a month to Patreon. We'll get that done.
Fishy Panda life is real.
So, anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream. We just hit 3 hours, basically on the button right there. So, Blazers ended up beating the Sacramento Kings tonight. That feels like forever ago. I forgot that this was a post-game show for that game. Because literally only like 25% of this post-game show was about the game. Dame Dalla is really making me want to end the stream with that comment right there.
Can people come watch games in your rec league, or is it like a closed gym? Even though it's like
if they want to pay $15
okay,
to get into a gym, maybe I would film it. Maybe I would film a game or two. And only post my best game. Travioli says, "Yo, great stream. We will talk later about the wedding invites." Right,
we will take later.
Take later. Okay. Yeah, man. Keep me updated on how you're doing, man. Blazer Life says, "Night, awesome cast. Great to really get to know you two. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it."
We better be like his groomsmen if he.
Oh, I know. I better. Like, I'm gonna wear shades. And
you're gonna be his best man.
Yep, I'm gonna wear shades and nicest tux and yeah. But yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, thanks for the stream, says Kyle Parker.
Guys, this is awesome tonight. Yeah, Kyle Parker, Travioli, Russell Westbrook, Blazer Live, Dave Dalla. All you guys are great.
I'm just at the point where
missing a bunch of people.
Yeah, I'm just at the point where like this is worn off, and it's 12:30, so I'm getting tired. So I'm starting to like not really know what I'm trying to say. So that means that's when I know it's time to log off. We'll catch you guys.
Jason Jensen, want to mention everyone.
Yeah.
That's commented in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, shout out to Alvaro Bazan for the donation. I can't read off donations off my phone. Shout out to everybody else who donated. There was a Travioli donated a ton, so shout out Travioli for sure. And then there was a couple other people. I don't know if they're in here anymore. I don't know if we've referenced them, but shout out to anybody who donated. Shout out to everybody for tuning in to this post-game show. Greatly appreciate it. You guys make this channel what it is. Your guys' engagement is what makes these post-game shows so much fun to do for us. So thank you guys for all your engagement. Thank you guys for all your support for the channel. We'll catch you guys on Friday with a podcast. Probably going live sometime around 4 p.m. is what I'm planning on. And then we'll have a post-game show after that Lakers game. We'll cover that game for you guys Friday night. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for all the support you guys have for the channel, all the engagement, like I said. With that, we're out of here. This has been me, Tori. This has been Eric Brandt, too. Mr. Fish. I gotta give a shout out to Mr. Fish for doing this with me, like always.
Thanks for having me on.
I always say always. I've said always like 10 times.
Drink a game whenever you say always.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get y'all drunk. You guys should be on top of it.
Or interesting.
Mm-hmm. You guys would be dead by now. You guys wouldn't be fish no more. You guys would be sushi. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. As always, peace out. Go Blazers.